5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're live! Welcome back to the Invictus stream. My name, as always, is Harlan Guthrie, and I am here with my succulent friend Alex.
Hey!
My special friend Chris.
Good evening.
My exuberant friend Justin.
Hey!
And my bonerific friend Michael. We are here with Game 7 of our Numenera series. Thank you so much for being with us. We are so excited to be here. I am pumped. We have had such a great time playing these past weeks with Chris as our GM. Chris, we cannot thank you enough for running such a fantastic game. And on that note, we cannot thank Monte Cook Games enough, who have been supportive in tweets. Just today, they tweeted us and said, "Hey, check out these guys," which is fantastic, as well as created this fantastic game, which is just so fun to play. So we want to welcome you to the show. Thank you for coming, and we hope you stick around. Secondly, as I always like to do, I'm going to do a big blanket 18+, a magic sprinkling of 18+, and if I had effects, I would have 18+ pop right here. This is, of course, thank you, Alex. You need to do a Microsoft Paint one where it shows up here at some point. I can use it as my bottom bar.
Done.
This is, of course, an 18+ show. We're going to say boobs. We're going to say nipples. We're going to say the F word, which we can now say because I've said it's 18+. Give us the F word, Mike.
Oh, fuck.
I put him on the spot. So this is an 18+ show, and we don't like to make it restricted because, unfortunately, it just makes it more difficult to watch, and that's no fun. So please use your own judgment. If you feel like you can't handle the swears and the stuff, just turn it off. If you like this video and if you like us, please like us on YouTube. It is so important that you guys like us. We want you to like us. As Alex cried to me this morning, he said, "We just want people to like." Look at that face.
Gonna like me.
How can you say no to that face? He's a mystical nano. So please like us, subscribe, and share. And if you're watching along for the first time and you're not part of our Facebook group, please go over there as soon as possible and join the conversation on Facebook. That's where you get to earn experience points, which affect the game. Giving experience points might give the enemy another 1d6. It might give Justin here an additional 1d6 of health. It might cause me to fall into a pool of burning lava and die. So it's always fun to earn experience points, which you can use. And if you don't know how to use it, you can check on our Facebook page under the Files section. There's how to use your XP. If you join, you get 1. If you like us, you get 2. So, on that note, one of the things we love doing here as well on our Facebook page is we have a weekly poll, as many of you know. Love the woos. You guys are just my woo girls today. We like to do weekly polls. Every week we like to do a little bit of a theme, and last week's theme, because it was, of course, Father's Day, was a fatherhood cipher theme. So we had some fantastic submissions from all you guys. As with every week, the top voted winner gets 4 XP? Right?
Yes, 4 XP.
I always forget. 4 XP is first place, and it also gets to be featured in the game. And then it's 3, 2, 1 in descending order. Everyone who submits one gets at least 1 XP, and the top 2 submissions after so I guess the second and third place winner also get featured in our cipher pool. So, without further ado, if you have not voted, please vote right this second, because I am going to waste no time in counting these votes and figuring out who wins. But what I will do before that is I will load the page and go to the question. Have you guys all voted?
I just voted.
Just
Chris,
voted.
Justin? Mike?
I can't remember.
Oh, and Alex?
I feel like
no,
I did.
Not yet.
Not yet. All right. So while these tools vote, I'm going to thank one more time Monte Cook Games, who gave us a great tweet today and promoted the game. We appreciate it so much. And in that vein, we love promoting stuff that everyone else does. Monte Cook Games is a fantastic kind of indie developer. They did the Strange RPG, which is one we're going to be doing in a little while. Hint, hint. Thank you. The other thing that Monte Cook did is they just finished their Kickstarter for No Thank You Evil, which Justin and myself both backed, which is a very cool looking game. And finally, a big shout out to them. They are also letting pre-orders for their Cypher core rulebook on their website right now, and they have a really cool tier system where if you pre-order to a certain extent, it unlocks different things, similar to how Kickstarter does it. So they're doing a really cool thing there. So if you like Numenera, or you like The Strange, or you like games in this vein using this system, go check out Monte Cook Games. See if you like the book, and you can pre-order it, and you'll be doing another great indie company a big favor, as well as us, because we like helping out people. All right, so I am going to refresh, and I'm going to do a drum roll. Look at the tension in Chris's eyes. Look at the tension in Justin's eyes. And that's it.
There's so much tension in my eyes.
And the winner of this week's poll is Daddy's Boombox by Gabe.
Wow.
Good job, Gabe. It was a hilarious one. I voted for myself. And Gabe, for those of you who do not know, has been a long-time viewer. He's been with us from pretty much right at the beginning with Dragon Age. Day one. So, Gabe, good win, buddy. I'm excited to use this in-game. Alex was just telling us before we started how he was planning on using it and getting all of us to start dancing. So I'm excited to bust a move like my dad did. And let me tell you, our dads know how to dance. I know I've seen Justin's dad personally dance on New Year's Eve. Yeah, that's the Justin's dance. That's it. Just like he's slowly churning butter in the air, like he's fighting off a bunch of invisible, really slow punching monsters.
Boxing.
Boxing. Yeah, slow boxing. So Gabe, fantastic job. Second place we have Samuel Justice Lyons with Grandfather's Pocket Knife. And I will mention, because Samuel also is probably watching, or hopefully watching, that he was one of the people who suggested one of Alex's character's abilities, or his features rather, in our last game, End of the World, and he wanted a shout out. So Sam, shout out to you. You gave a good one. Well done. He gets second place with 3 experience points. Third place is number 1 Dad Mug by Yannick. Again, a long-time viewer, and he's been with us for quite a while. And last, we have, sorry, not last, fourth place, we have, oh God, Ramia? Is it Ramia? I had the pronunciation.
Ramaya.
Ramaya?
I think.
Ramaya. Okay, I'm sorry, buddy. We don't talk.
Remind us how to say your name again.
Remind us, will you? Who is Aisha's brother, and I'm assuming Bob's brother-in-law. Perfect. And everyone else who submitted gets 1 XP. Good job, guys. I am proud of you. I'm proud of you. One last round of applause. Give yourself a pat on the back. Well, I figured it was fatherhood themed, right?
Yeah. So our viewers grow up so fast.
Fathers say that they're proud of you?
Well, hey, come on. Your dad, I've seen him dance. He's one of these as well.
He's awesome.
Which is odd that Justin, they dance the same. Maybe there's something there.
Brothers.
Anyway, so thank you guys. We are going to put another poll up this week, starting tomorrow morning. Again, submit your ideas. Even if you don't get voted on, you get at least 1 XP that you can spend in the game and help us out a little bit. If you win, you get 4, and the cipher gets featured in the game. This week's theme. Do we have a theme? You know what? I'm going to say, because next Wednesday is July 1st. And for those of you viewers who might be loyal Canadian fans like us, yeah, we're fans of our own country, so what? We know that it is Canada Day. So, we're going to do a Canadian theme. What?
Again?
Did we do Canadian theme already?
Oh, we did.
Yeah.
With
Okay. Then let's not do Canadian theme. Instead, because it's July 1st and we have a lot of American viewers, we're going to say it's a United States theme. And that way we don't disclude anybody, because obviously we're not going to be able to do a show on the 4th. So we're going to do an American-themed Cypher Week. Give us your best riding a bear, shooting a shotgun, Confederate flag burning,
Stars and stripes.
Stars and Stripes, politically charged, Bernie Sanders,
Religious.
religious. We love you all, but let's do that.
Yes.
So we'll do an American-themed Cypher week. I'm hoping there's going to be a lot of submissions for that because, let's be honest, we have a lot of American viewers out there, and we want to see what you guys got. So that is it for me. Again, thank you so much for watching. Have a good night. No, thank you for watching so far. If you like the video, like it. If you don't like it anyway. And other than that, we're going to throw it over to Chris, do a quick recap of where we are, and then we're into the world of Numenera.
So first of all, tonight I'm looking for the community to give lots of intrusions. It's getting closer to the end of the campaign, and I want to make it as challenging as possible for these players. So go ahead and do those for me tonight. Last time we had the campaign end, or the session end, with Pivot being fooled by Shaz into thinking that it was safe to walk into this root system with shards at the end, and the root system, as soon as Pivot touched it, just grabbed him and started trying to rip him apart and just thrashing him with the roots. They are in this mine shaft. They're trying to escape it. They're looking for shards, pieces of shards. They have found one already. They need to find 2 more in order to activate a lift that Kent Rockford explained to them needed this external energy source to make it work. We had Brandy Jack and Theric also find the first of the shards. They were able to
we got through ours pretty easily. Let's just say you guys got all caught up.
I was impressed. I thought it was going to take you guys longer, but I underestimated Theric, which everyone does.
Theric solved this mofo with his hands tied behind with his little T-Rex arms tied behind his back.
He's the strong, silent type.
He's had to change his character. He used to be this just beast of a man. Now with these tiny T-Rex arms, he's now the intellectual. So you guys are in this mine shaft, which is a Numenera in itself because of the fact that it's all this mechanism. You've seen written on the walls. Deus ex machina. We prepare for thee. They're obviously, this machine in some way is connected to this idea of God from the machine. And Brandy Jack and Theric walk in to see the apologetic Shaz. Paul saying, "Sorry, I didn't know that this tree was going to take you and beat you up." And Pivot struggling for his life, and Brandy Jack saying, with his thumbs in his suspender strap, saying, "What's going on here?" or something along those lines. And we're gonna go ahead, and I'm gonna allow, because I believe that Justin or Pivot at the end of last session took a beating, and it's now your turn again. So we're gonna start with Pivot right away. You are struggling. This thing's trying to rip you apart. It noticed that it wasn't able to get through your armor because you're durable. So now on its next, it's trying to find ways to open up hinges in your armor and find things that would allow it to do more damage to you. So you can see that these hairs are just looking and trying to rip you apart at the same time, provide an opening to really get some damage done. So we'll go straight to Pivot. How are you going to get away from this thing?
Okay, well, what limbs do I have control of? Do they have both of my arms, or am I able to reach up with my right arm and do something?
You are in the thick of it. It is grappling you on all limbs right now, so you don't have free motion in any sense, but you can struggle against it.
Okay, then I'm just going to do a might check, and I'm going to... am I close to the ceiling? Can I kick off at all?
No, it is taking you off the floor. As soon as you touched one of the root system, it has grabbed you, taken you off the floor, and is grappling you. You look like a puppet.
I'm so sorry.
Okay, I see. So I'm off the floor, but I'm not like in the ceiling.
No, you're not in the ceiling. You're not being pulled into the ceiling. You're in like midair, being.
Okay. I'm going to just with all of my might pull my arms in and see if I can snap one of the any of the roots.
Okay. Yep. I can tell you this is. You're quite intimidated by the strength of this plant. I guess it's a creature, really.
Okay. Well, I don't have many options. I guess my arms are both bound, and my legs are dangling, or are they grabbing those too?
Yeah, no, absolutely. You can try. I'm giving you just kind of an indication of what the difficulty level is going to be.
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna try to do might. I'm going to push off. Try to rip through. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to use my might, so that's 2 points. And can I get a? Are there any advantages?
So far, you have the advantage from the effort you're spending. Is that right?
Well, yeah, there's that. But is there
I'll
any
give you
other
the advantage. Here's an advantage you can have. You can pop your shoulder out, freeing up half your body a little bit better. So you'd lose your arm into the tree. That's what I'm saying. But in a sense, it's one of the parts that's holding you down is no longer there.
Okay.
So I'll give you the advantage if you're willing to unhinge your arm.
Don't do it. It's a trap.
No, I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to try to bust through myself.
Yep.
All right?
Yep. So have you lowered it by 1 through effort?
Yeah.
Okay.
13.
Unfortunately,
shouldn't it be lowered by 2 because he's got an edge in might?
No, the edge allows me to use 2 points instead of 3.
Gotcha. Right. Sorry. My apologies.
no problem. So you're struggling, and it's starting to, on your arm that is still flesh, you feel it tighten around your wrist and starting to burn a little, and you notice that there's this sticky sap that it's almost using as another way to hold on to you.
Oh, okay.
And you don't manage to escape.
And so I look at the
And
other
it stinks.
guys.
It's putrid smelling. It is horrible. It smells like rotting flesh.
So my head turning side to side, I look at the 3 guys in front of me and I say, "Help me, God damn it!"
Okay, Brandy, Jack, we're gonna actually Shaz. We're gonna go to you because you were in the room first.
Yeah, I immediately think, "Oh my gosh, I've got this vial of phasing," and I say, "Pivot, take this," and I hold it up, and I pass him the vial of phasing. Can he take it or no? Actually, no. Even better, I open it, and I hold it right up to his nose.
Perfect. Okay.
Because I can still reach him, right?
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna allow this, but I'm going to make you're dangerously close, so it can make a grab at you where you're standing. You're just reaching out, and being that close, it's now activated, that type of thing. So I'm going to give an intrusion. It's going to get a free attack on you to try to grab that arm.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Otherwise, you'd have to find another way to get it to him. Or you'll be able to still do it by paying me the point instead.
I hate turning down an intrusion, so I'm going to take it.
Okay, so go ahead and roll a defense roll.
So
first of all, take your experience point, give another one to a friend. Maybe to Pivot, who you baited into the death trap.
That's exactly what I'm going to do. Pivot, it's yours.
All right. Props, bro.
Props to you after I get you down from here. All right, I'm going to roll a 20. I'm also going to add some effort to my speed because I have an edge of 1, so I only have to take off 2 from my pool, right?
Yep.
So I'm going to use some effort because I want to be quick. I want to open it, avoid
in and out.
getting
Pour it
cut.
in your mouth and spit it on it.
Like Zorro.
But draw an
Okay.
S.
So again, you've lowered it by 1 step.
Yes.
Okay, you're successful. You seem to
Yes.
duck and weave. You get right in there. You pop it open, and the mist starts. Pivot starts. I don't know. Pivot. Do you inhale?
Oh yeah. I know what it is by this point.
That's right.
Just like that.
Lines of vapor. All right. So on your next turn, you will be. Actually, you know what? Right away, it starts activating. You can feel that sensation of your limbs going to sleep, tingling all over your body, and you drop to the floor.
Nice.
Okay, this thing's still writhing and trying to reach out for you guys. But as you see, it's actually starting to slow down a little bit.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm glad you're safe, Pivot. I really apologize about that. I didn't think it was.
There's so much emotion there.
I am so glad you are
I'm so
safe.
glad you're safe.
Come with me.
sorry, I'm
Don't
trying.
do it, man. He's fake.
I'm so sorry about that, Pivot.
Can I run up to them?
Yeah, it's free turns right now.
Perfect. Is Pivot like gone? Can we not see him?
No, he didn't go through the floor. He hit the floor and he stopped.
Can I freak out that Pivot's dead? What happened to Pivot?
Sure.
All right. Did they get the gem?
They did not.
Well, motherfuckers. So I walk over, keep my distance. I'm saying, why the hell did you go up there? To Pivot?
And I say, I don't know, exercise? What do you think?
I don't know, man. Did it get you?
Yeah, I say, take a look at all of these shards. One of these would be enough to power the machine. That'd be enough that we need, but it's just a trap. Heck, they might not even be real. And I stand up and I pull my great axe from my back, which I have not used once this game. Or my great sword.
Oh, by the way, before we go on, we do have that thing that Jim Kittrick with like the Dr. Octopus hands.
Yeah.
I take it from Pivot and I hand it to Shaz, or hand it to Theric. Right
I think Theric has it.
I already have it.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
I really do.
Do you guys need to know more about that one?
Once he needs to use it, yes.
Okay. I will prompt myself then with it. Prompt.
All right, what are you doing, Pivot? You're gonna check to see if they're real.
Well, why don't we do a check on this plan? Do we have any information on it? Could we do an intellect roll to...
Theric, you know nature.
What if I identify plants?
Hey, that seems like it actually relates. Go ahead and do a roll.
And then I will also roll to see how we best use this plant.
Eat it.
All right, so I will use my training, and I will obviously not use any edge, but I will use effort in my intellect. Oh, what do I know?
Think.
I know this.
Sounding bad.
All right, I'm gonna put an intrusion on here.
Oh man.
Okay, so
It's not a tumor.
Theric, I'm gonna give you one
I was
experience
thinking too
point
hard.
if you you feel that you know what it is, and you explain to them that actually if you tickle the plant in just the right way, it'll release the fruit, is what you think it is. It's a cave crawler, is what you
So
think
it's like
it
a
is.
supple cupping.
Yeah, you just have to tickle it in just such the right place,
such the way.
and the fruit, which in this case is shards, should just drop.
So if we just tickle the family jewels in the right way,
Otherwise, you walk away. You know what it is.
it will give us the fruits of the labor.
So you take
So
it.
yes.
So you can.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right.
So you're telling us, Theric, that if we just tickle this plant, I'm not getting anywhere close to
So
it.
you
I
fully
believe
believe
that
it.
if you
Theric.
touch it in just the right way, not unlike a man, it will release its seeds.
Gross. Who
I
are you
ain't touching that thing.
Who
Not
are you
again.
giving your XP to, bro?
That's a good question. I think Shaz for the idea of the vapor.
What? Oh, thank you.
And then I will try. Oh no, I guess those octopus arms are blade arms too, aren't they? So
Yeah,
I
they
can't
are.
really tickle with the blades.
No.
All right.
Oh.
Yeah,
Ooh.
yeah, I remember. They're like little scorpion bladey things.
Dr. Octopus. That's what I like to think.
Yeah. Yes.
Dr. Octavius. Sorry.
All right. Well, I will try to use some. Do I have judging, looking at where we are? Do I have to get to the place? Can I reach it from where I am, or do I have to climb up there somehow? Or
You think, yeah, it's near the top. You think it's where the thicker of the root systems are, so you need to stand on someone's shoulders. And
or
you
can I possibly use jumping and climbing and work my
It
way
would-
through?
no, as soon as you touch the rest of the roots, it's going to attack you, right? So you need to somehow manage to not touch the other ones, get to the spot, and tickle it in such a way.
Oh man. Tickle it in such a way.
Do it, man.
What if I lifted you telekinetically?
Ooh.
Okay.
What if you tickle them? Can he tickle them telekinetically?
I would say that's more likely. I'm going to say you're not strong enough telekinetically to lift him.
Okay. I would like
Think harder, man.
I would like to try. Tickling the plant with my my psyche. Telekinetic?
And that's how it works.
I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try to tickle the plant in just the right way. So Theric, tell me, where do you think I should tickle this plant?
Is there a particular spot that?
All right. So in this case, I'll try using
Let's give the spot a letter name, like I don't know,
A, B, C.
H spot, G spot.
Good a T spot. It's a tickling spot.
Yeah, the tickle. The G spot.
Okay, so again, I will try to use my using plant skill to figure out where the right spot is, and I will strain my brain to try to think of it one more time.
Okay.
Hopefully, getting
Oh, how do I do this?
yeah.
Okay.
While they're doing this, okay, so there was the one passage that Theric and I came from that had the code thing to unlock it. These guys went the other way, correct? There's no other passages that we should be checking, right?
Yeah, absolutely there is. There's okay,
Across
so you
the
guys
bridge.
went right. You can cross the bridge where the automatons were standing, and then jumping off.
Okay.
There's a spot there that you can go. Well, there's also what appears to be another room, but you'd have to make a substantial leap across a corroded path.
I like them odds. Well, I'm going to turn to Shaz because Shaz already kind of logically disputed this. He said, I'm not going to tickle that fucking thing. And I'm going to be looking there and like, all right, look, if you guys want to try this, that's fine. But I'm going to go keep checking this place. And I know where you guys are. I got you all tagged to my followers. Shaz, do you want to come?
Yes. I think that'd be an awesome idea. Because I didn't think that there's other rooms.
I was confused. Didn't Shaz try to tickle it? Isn't he going to try to tickle it?
I was, but Brain Jack...
Oh, right, with his thing. So, Pivot, do you want to come with me then?
Yeah, I want to get out of here. But before I go, I just look on the ground to see any of that really sticky sap has landed on the ground.
Yeah, go ahead. So I want you to do a intellect check for a search.
Okay, I'm not going to use any effort. I'm just going to.
Yeah, this is a 2-tier thing, just so you know. Not that I should be telling you that. Continue.
Should not. Yes.
Nice.
Okay, so you actually find that there is some glyphs again in the wall there, and you're pretty sure that if you pressed in a certain area, there would be a compartment that would open up. In addition, you do find underneath the tree where the vines are hanging down, there are, amongst the remains of dead lizards and things, some of that sticky sap that is still there.
Okay. So.
Let's eat it.
And I while Shaz and Theric are figuring out the G spot, I'm gonna say, hey, Brandon, check this
Well,
out.
they're finding the clitoris.
The very first impossible difficulty check.
Whoa,
Wait a second.
It's the first impossible difficulty check is to figure out the G spot.
I think it should be a T for a trichloris. Trichloris.
I'm just thinking about
Nature's
South
Rubik's
Park.
Cube.
South Park. You found the clitoris.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I didn't think that the clitoris was the G spot.
No, it's not.
It's not.
Well, you found the clitoris at the very least.
That's okay. Yeah, maybe. All right, so yeah, I call Brandy over and say, what do you make of this over here? And do you have any idea how we should harness that sap there?
Yeah, hold on. And I go to my satchel.
Your man bag?
Hey, it's a merce where I have the pinata still, and the teleport trap, and a cloud seed. So I'm going to take... Oh, no, I also have a bottle of booze, my buchu, or buku, which I drank one by now, and I'm going to take the empty bottle of booze, and I'm going to scoop up some of the sap in it.
Okay, just need to do a speed check because of the fact that it is in a tricky place that you could, by accident, brush some of the hairs.
No problem. He says horribly.
It requires full attention. Oh, never mind. And it grabs onto your arm.
God damn it! Pivot!
And it's going to try to pull you into the into itself and start thrashing you. So let's go ahead and have you do a defense roll.
Fuck!
Oh, defense to jump away?
No, in order for it's trying to pull him into the branches to thrash him. Right now, it's just got a fingertip grab on him.
Oh, okay.
And it's trying to do what he was doing to you, basically.
Can I grab my blade and just cut it off?
You can when it's your turn. Right now, you need to make a defense roll.
Oh, okay. 18.
Yeah, no problem. You pull yourself away. Just it's little. Really, the hairs are really fine. You just break them, pull them away.
Good. And I'm like, stop. Stop.
All right, so you can try to. Oh yeah, sorry, Shaz. Let's go back to you. You're gonna try to tickle the plant.
Was that what it was? Or...
But I think Theric was trying to find just the right spot to tickle.
I got an 11 on it.
Okay, so you're just like every other
training and using a
guy. You have a pretty good guess, but you're not sure if it's 100% the what you need to do.
Try right there.
Use your nose.
I'm looking for the underarm of the plant.
Well, it has no arms.
No.
But it's got limbs.
What has arms but no limbs?
Okay. Then you know what? I'm just gonna go for. I'm gonna use my telekinetic powers and kind of do this along the ceiling. You know, if I had hands and I could do this, right? Do this
you do have
along
hands,
the ceiling.
and you are doing that.
That's a good point, actually.
Do this. He's starting at the clitoris and he's finding his way to the G spot.
Exactly, along the ceiling, not on the strings, not on the roots, but
against the anterior wall.
Yeah.
Okay.
But if you could picture like a soft breeze or trickling through hair, like that's the kind of feeling I imagine it's going to be from my mind.
More.
So it's like a gentle crest.
18
Okay.
plus. I mentioned 18 plus.
I cuddled for the mandatory amount of time. All right, so you fail.
Oh, wow.
That was a
We'll
lot.
just leave it at that. It doesn't work. Whatever you did does not work.
Guys, but I was caressing.
Shaz, you gotta kiss your neck first. You can't just jump right to the G spot.
No tickling the G spot until you.
And I shout that across to him. You gotta get ready before jumping to it.
All right, let's go back to Pivot. Pivot, Brandy Jack, you have this file. Pivot, you have this alcove that you've found.
Oh, here we
Shit,
go.
he did that quickly.
Wow, good for
How
you.
the hell did he do that?
That's interesting. That's a cool interpretation.
That's freaking hilarious.
My character's not black. He's just
Oh.
white.
What? You talk? Never mind.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, you talk like a farmer? What were you gonna say? Alright. So I turn to Pivot and I'm kinda like, shit man, that almost got me. Did I get any sap in the thing?
You did.
Perfect. And I hand him the bottle and we say, here.
Yeah, let's. You can take some time to figure out what it is. What it'll do for you.
Well, I figure it'll make us sticky.
You know what? You shouldn't. Yeah.
You shouldn't assume. These glyphs.
but we got
the
these-
glyphs. Hold on, the glyphs that you saw. Where were they? And did you read them?
They're right here, right beside the sap. And no,
Did I
I
look at them
don't,
as
I don't
well?
read glyphs.
Oh. Let me do an intellect roll on the glyphs. Ça va?
Ça va.
And I'm going to lower it by 1
Okay.
to give me a pool of 11. So lower 1 difficulty, I'm going to try to read them. Nope!
Okay. So
They
I get a
say,
free.
don't forget to drink your Ovaltine.
I get a free intrusion.
Okay. Is that how this works? I don't think that works.
Yeah, when you roll a 1.
What? Shit.
So my free intrusion is the fact that you, when you go to read it, you put your hand against it and it opens up immediately, and your hand goes in, and blades start to come right down right away. So you're going to have to roll to defend for your arm.
Oh shit! I can't lose my arm. It's my favorite thing.
Add effort to speed.
I will definitely add effort to speed. I'm going to lower that by 1. And that's all I have. Wait a minute.
Can I help him? Can I do a speed roll to help him?
What does the...
No, because this is such an instantaneous thing. He was going to read it. The wall kind of just gave away. His hand's in there now. So
I can do 1 action.
I'm going to allow Justin to spend effort to aid him.
Well, here's my thinking.
I don't know if that's I don't even know if that's fair, but I'm going to do it anyways because I don't want Brandon Jack to lose his arm.
Oh.
But I should be impartial. I'm the GM. GM. So.
Okay, well, let me say this first. Let me see.
I'm going to stay impartial. You know what? No helping him.
Fine. Thanks. Let me just ask you this then. I have enough time for 1 action. I can either try to pull my arm or jump on the spot or something like that, right?
Yes.
Perfect. Ha! I tricked you. No. Okay. Then what I want to do is, what does my teleport trap do?
Yeah.
I'm going to throw it at my feet.
I tell you these things every time, so I don't have to remember them all.
Okay. But my understanding was the teleport trap, I set it up, and then I can teleport the person who steps in the trap anywhere I want.
Yes, that's 100 up to 100 feet.
Perfect. Then all I'm going to do is I'm going to throw it down, and I'm going to get myself out of there as fast as I can.
Wouldn't it be faster just to move your arm?
No, because
this way doing this.
This guarantees it. But this guarantees it.
It does not guarantee it. It still has to be a speed thing. I'm going to give you an advantage to use it. Somehow. I mean, I agree with Michael on this one. Because
you'd be like, whoa, like touching a hot element on the stove.
Yeah, but...
You would pull your hand way faster than going through the pockets to find
I like where your head's at with the fact that you're using a cipher, and that's always an advantage in my opinion.
Is it going to chomp? Is it going to be like shunk?
You are going to lose your arm.
I'm thinking...
Like a guillotine.
That's exactly it.
Right?
What am I looking up here? I was looking something up.
Oh, teleport.
Teleport trap.
No, I got it.
So it wouldn't help me. What if I shove something in the trap, like my sword? No, I guess it wouldn't be fast enough.
You'd have to draw.
That's what I was trying to do. That's what I wanted to do.
Damn it. So the trap, I would waste the trap and it would only give me an advantage?
That's right. It doesn't waste it. You mean gives you an advantage, lowers it by 1 tier.
Yeah, but if it fails, then I've just wasted it and I'm out with a bloody hand on the other side of the room.
That's true.
Oh, no!
See, I think it would be fair if you said, do a challenging intellect roll for pivot, and then give him also a speed thing to see if he can to be aware of it and push him out of the way quickly.
Okay.
You know what I mean? As Harlan's trying to... as Brandy Jack's trying to pull.
So give Justin almost the defense roll in the same way.
Yeah,
he's seen how fast his reaction time is.
Yeah, you gotta see if he notices it, and if he does notice it, then give him a chance to react at it. Does that make sense?
Oh yeah. And that would just give him an advantage.
Because
still.
Like if you're walking and your friend sees something that you don't, and they're like, "Whoa, here you go."
Yeah, exactly. Don't step in the dog shit. That's exactly what I was thinking.
You guys love stepping in your dog poo. All right. Well, can he do it first before I do mine?
That would make sense, I think, right? Because we're trying to see if a friend notices it before you do.
I don't want to waste... All right, Justin, you do that first then.
All right.
I mean,
I don't know if I should be using effort because I'm not really trying to notice.
Because I don't really care that much.
Yeah,
that's
my hand.
Yeah, no, I don't think it'd be fair to add effort because it's
not like
you're not trying. It's just
you either notice or you don't.
Blind luck. Here we go. 13.
It's not bad. Although I could get a cool Luke Skywalker mechanical hand.
Oh yeah,
I'm the guy with the mechanical.
Yeah, you react and fast enough to give him an advantage.
Okay.
All right, so then I will take 1 advantage for myself as well. Lower it by 1, which brings me down to 10. And I guess I'll use my trap, even though that would have been really cool to use. Oh, but that could be so... But my hand... How cheap are mechanical hands?
They're not cheap at all. That's why Pivot is almost being killed.
Well,
being hunted.
To be collected.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
well, I mean, the one that Theric have is, they're not very expensive.
Is my left or my right? Is it my left or my right hand?
It would be your right hand, because what is your dominant hand?
My right. Or Brandy Jacks would be left. It sounds cool.
Whichever your dominant hand is, because I'm thinking, what would you put your hand against the wall to read something, right? You wouldn't go with your left hand, your wrong hand.
True.
That's right. If you're left-handed, it's wrong. You're a witch.
All right. I guess I'll use my teleport trap. Although I'm gonna regret it if I totally bomb. No, I'm not gonna use my teleport trap because I have 4 XP. I can reroll.
There you go.
Pull out, Harlan. Pull out.
Hey, Harlan never pulls out.
Yeah, it's a difficulty.
16. No, we're good.
You're good. You pull out.
I always pull out. Brandy Jack always pulls out.
In time.
So it goes shink, and then it slowly goes up again, and you see at the back of the space there is a vial.
Does it cut my nails? Shit, that was close.
So the reason it, or I guess it didn't. I didn't even help really, did I?
You did. You pulled him back at the same time. You pulled him back, so he just had that much extra inches to cover his fingers. He probably would have lost a finger.
And I say, thank you. And then
I say, hey, because we can still do it.
Yeah, you right. You can. And I'm gonna say between the plants and between that, I'm out of here. So I take a good step back.
Well, I say, well, hold on,
no,
Brandy.
Just a step back. I'm just gonna watch.
Okay.
I have enough.
Why don't we go back to Shaz and?
Well, Shaz isn't here. Let's go back to Theric. Theric, what are you doing? Oh, Shaz is back.
I feel like
making love.
I do. I feel like the only way I'd be able to tickle this tree-like thing would be with an arrow.
We still try.
What? All right.
We want it to drop its fulsome fruits of labor.
Fulsome prison fruits?
Yeah, no, I don't know. Because really, I can't reach where I think I need to reach. Shaz failed. So I believe at this point, Thor would be like, this is a tough one.
There could be more opportunities to get these shards, too. You know what I mean?
So that's what I'm saying. I want to look around and see if I'll just take a moment to take a look and see what else I see that seems like I might be able to find something useful.
Inside this room?
Yeah.
Again, you don't see anything except for the opening that Pivot's now standing beside, and again, that vial. And actually, you notice that I'm going to go ahead and say there's something else in another vial just beside it that's wiggling. Because I like this idea, too.
This is
all right.
The guillotine opening?
Yeah, it's open. Yeah, you guys can see the vials at the back now.
And you just see me kissing hands.
So, looking at where this is, does it look like if I walk over to it and I kind of do a little thing without sticking my head right in, does it look like anywhere I'd be able to shim something so that if the blade comes down, it gets stuck?
And
you know what I mean? Like a little wedge.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've got my greatsword up, and it looks like I'm ready to put it in.
And that's not a euphemism.
Is it just the tip? Is the whole thing in, or is it just the tip?
I'm gonna put it as far deep as it can go.
Is it in yet?
Not yet.
How great is it?
I'm waiting because I don't know which hole Theric's gonna go in.
Well, this sounds like
which hole do you want?
Oh no, I guess I can't. Because I don't really have. Yeah, I'll take an arrow. Because an arrowhead. And just try to ram the arrowhead because it should be, wedgy.
I feel like that wouldn't really work though.
No? So we want to use a greatsword?
Okay.
Well,
so
my thinking is if it caught the wood, it would snip it. If it caught the blade, it would go down the point, and it would just close. You know what I mean? Like it would just pull it.
Like maybe there's
that
like a 1 in 100
snap the shaft.
Oh. Then I believe it's up to Pivot and his great sword.
What about his hand, Pivot? What about your hand?
I'm not going to risk it. There's a lot of very tender spots in the hand. Wires.
He's only got one, anyways.
Hydraulics, all that jazz.
Right.
All right. So I nod to Theric, and I ram the sword in.
And it lodges, it's fine.
All right, and I say, "Be my guest."
All right.
My guest.
Just
So
be
let's
careful. I almost
Give
lost
it a shot. Again, this time I will use speed and effort and see what we can do. Let's see if I can reach in and grab him.
Do it.
Anyone? Yeah?
You do it.
No,
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay,
Do
sorry,
it.
that's what I wanted to do.
What
I'm
was
watching.
it clear about "Be my guest"?
Yeah.
All right, so
Watching
let's
intensely.
effort this. So
Do you have any edge?
I do, and I can actually use 2 effort. So that's what I'm going to do.
Oh, nice.
So it would cost me 2 because I have an edge, and so it would cost me 3 to reduce it 2. Is that correct?
You got it.
Alrighty. So that's
Say that again. You got an edge of what?
I've got an edge of 2,
So then
and
it
I've got
costs
an
1.
effort of 2.
So then you can cost 3 to reduce it by 2 points.
That's what I wanted to do. Yeah.
Yep.
We are the only gaming group in the world that constantly needs rule refreshments.
Yeah, we're still figuring it out.
yeah.
Wait,
7
hold
weeks
on.
later.
Wait,
what? Effort?
Now, would I be able to? I guess not, because this is actually more like an attack where I'm going in as opposed using a speed defense, right? So, all right. So anyway, I guess that's all I got then. Lowering it, that lowers it 2 tiers. Is that correct?
Yep.
All right. So, go little raptor arms, go! Oh, ouch.
So you definitely would not have gotten your arm out in time. Luckily, Justin's weapon is there, and it stops it. And it's trying to get through it. You hear gears grinding and coming to a grinding halt, and it stops. And you're able to just reach in, grab whatever you need, and retrieve your arms.
So you got it.
Slower.
He's got it. In his hand, he has 1 vial of a regrowth liquid, which is able to regrow any limb. But you have to... Yeah, that would have been convenient. It's ironic. Not ironic, but
Coincidental.
how we use our... Coincidental, thank you. Unfortunately, though, you have to roll a 1d6, and what happens is the blue liquid, as you rub it on the stump, grows back a blue limb that, if it's a 1d2, is 1 to 2 is half the size of a regular limb. 2 to 4 it's regular size, and 4 to 6 is actually twice the size of a regular limb.
Nice.
Somebody
To the
cut out that
advantage-
penis.
Yeah, to the advantage in might for using that weapon, but disadvantage for speed. The other thing you find in there is a worm. It's got these sharp-looking hairs on it, and you know that, being familiar with natural things, Theric, that you just place it anywhere near your ear, that the creature will climb into your ear, burrow in there, turn itself into a cocoon, and it will allow for you to be able to understand any languages.
Uh-huh.
And then after
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Hitchhiker's Guide, yeah. The
for
early one.
an hour, and then after that point, a fleshy moth will fly out of your ear.
A fleshy moth.
Hey, Theric, don't
I
you
feel
have
like
enough
my
bugs
head
in
is
your
going to be
ears?
a bug collection thing.
That's right. You just gotta... I don't even know what it's called.
Yeah, I was going to say, what are bug collectors called? Anyone? Throw it out
Yeah.
there.
Or something.
Anyone that can tell us what bug collectors are called. That's right, I'm just making up rules for our viewers to get XP now. 2
Justin,
XP.
or Brandy Jack, the cipher that you can use from the gel, the sap that you found, is a colorless grease. You can cover a human-sized creature or an object that can fit inside a 5-foot, 2-meter cube. Rubbing the grease onto the target causes it to reflect no color and become invisible for as long as the grease remains. The grease wears off after 1d6 hours. Heat can cause the grease to melt and run, revealing the concealed target early.
So
I like it.
It's invisibility cream.
That's basically it.
That's
Perfect.
what Brandy Jack got?
It stinks, though. That's the other problem, is that although you're invisible, it still smells like rotting flesh.
Nice.
Ah.
Oh God,
you
you let that one go.
Yeah, that's right. You go and just envelop. You just keep going to elevators and causing people to blame each other.
All right. Well, while I have this one, I'm over, so I'm going to make the pinata poop out another piece of fruit. Give it to everybody. Give everyone a piece of fruit. Then I'm going to toss the pinata aside. Everybody got their fruit.
Put it
You
in the secret hole.
Oh,
What happens when we get fruit?
Oh, it's the pinata poops out fruit.
No, but
Yeah,
does it
it's
increase?
1d6 health.
Oh,
All right.
excellent.
Yeah, so I'm going to keep the fruit. Keep my share. Like, I give everyone their share of fruits.
I think you get 1. Everybody else gets 2.
Okay. I'm going to roll my
'Cause you've
second
already-
one, too.
Pivot, the only unfortunate event that has transpired is the fact that your weapon is now lodged inside this cubbyhole.
Oh. You never used it, so...
No, I hadn't used it.
You used it once, and you just slid it in there.
But this is going to be a GM intrusion. But if I were to try to tinker with this device, would I be able to get it to let go?
I wasn't going to... Let's do a GM intrusion, because that's fun. Yeah, for sure. You can try, but there's a risk that you're going to lose a finger.
Yeah, no. Well, is that the intrusion? Do I have to give you an XP now?
If you want to allow it to happen... Yeah, you do. Yes, you do, because you're going to do it.
So now I have to try. Okay.
You don't have to. You can just give me the XP.
No, I'm not going to give you an XP.
You're not going to do nothing with it.
I'm not giving you nothing.
Boy.
All right, so I'm going to quickly try to tinker with it, and then I'm going to...
Hold on. So I turn to you and say, because I see you walking towards it, I say, what are you doing?
I feel compelled to do this because now I have to. There's no backing out.
Pivot, what are you doing?
I feel compelled to do this. I don't know. I
Do
just
what?
have to,
Tell me what you're doing,
tinker
man.
with the machine. I have to tinker with it to get my greatsword back.
Oh, okay. Well, put like a rock in there first to keep it open, then you can pull the sword out, so at least it doesn't slam on any fingers or hands or anything.
That's
like
a good idea. Do I still get XP?
Yeah, you do. But yeah, basically, I'll just give you an advantage to the difficulty of it.
Okay, all right, because the rock might break. Okay, so I'll get an advantage. All right, thanks, man. I really have to do this. And I reach my hand in and I try to tinker with it.
Tinker.
So I'll roll to tinker first. And I am using effort.
Okay, I'm going to
So
say this is a typical task requiring focus, so a 6 I'm looking for here, after it's been reduced.
A
Here
6.
we go.
Oh, I see. Okay, on my die. I was like,
Yep.
oh, God.
Where
Okay.
are you gonna find a 6?
No problem.
So that's to get it. Now, the GM intrusion, I have to pull out my hand fast enough.
Oh, you got it. You got it. That's what that roll is for.
Oh, nice. Okay. So I tinker with it and I get it. And do I have any way of actually getting the weapon, getting the parts in
Yeah,
there?
you figure out a way to release it. In fact, you've just deactivated it.
Sweet. So I open my toolbox and I start putting parts into it. And I say, just a second, guys.
Nice.
So I get the really sharp blade, too.
Yeah, sure.
Sweet. And I grab my greatsword. And I say, let's move out. I'm going to give my second XP to Brandy.
So you just took the big guillotine blade, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's like this razor blade, this maybe a foot by foot squared razor blade.
Nice.
I hold it up to Brandy's face. I say, think we could find a use for this?
Yeah, could use a good shave. Haven't had one in a while.
Maybe not before a few drinks.
Yes. Okay, so I turn to these guys and say, all right, look, guys, we need to recoup. Regroup? We need to recoup and regroup. How's everybody's health doing? I'm feeling okay right now.
I'm feeling great because I remembered it's entomologist.
Half the problem right there. What we need is we need some big-ass fucking shards, guys. So you said you saw them hanging over there. I say we take a look around. If you guys want to try to attack that giant beast again, go for it, but I don't really want to dance in that fight.
I had an idea, actually.
What's
Chef,
that?
You know,
go.
I've been trying to use my telekinetic abilities to tickle this plant. And why don't I just use my telekinetic abilities to grab the shards?
You've tried that.
We tried that. Yeah, it's a little too
I
tough
did?
for that.
Oh, it's holding on to it too.
Well, I could, if you wanted to have a telekinetic thing, I could shoot them with my gun, and you can catch them. Or we can just keep looking. I'm voting we keep looking.
Yeah, I think we should keep looking. We should explore this place. Watch out for the automatrons.
What's that, there?
I believe it is time to move on.
Perfect.
Okay.
And I kiss my hand again, and I pull out the jackknife. Make sure he's loaded. And we go. All right, Shaz, why don't you come with me? Pivot, Theric, why don't you guys take the right? And we split the other two ways. You said there were two more ways to get out of here, right?
That's
the one because we have
just a second. How did you just divide us?
Pivot and Theric, me and Shaz.
I feel like we should split Pivot and myself.
Why?
So that we can protect you.
Well, fucking excuse me. I wasn't aware that I needed protecting over here, Theric.
Fair enough. Let's go, Pivot.
Well, hold on. Why don't we just stick together? I mean, I don't feel like jumping across that chasm, which is what we have to do to get to the other path. So, unless you're suggesting we jump across, I say we stick together, find out what's in that next room.
Sure.
Go through
How many more ways are there to explore again?
So going back to that bridge that you crossed to get into this place, you find that there is one, two if you consider the leap across, and also two directions that the automatons are walking.
Okay. Then what's that?
We have to jump across to get there, right?
That's right. No, that's not the automatons. The automatons you can just walk across. You need to jump across to another room.
So essentially, we have to jump across to another room, and then another way which we haven't explored.
I have a map.
We're in this. Okay. You can go to the.
We're in this one here.
Thank you. Let's go by that one because that's the one we went by last time.
We came in this one here.
Okay.
We haven't been here. Sorry, I'm doing this mirrored, and we have not been here.
So which one did Theric and I go to?
You guys were further back where you guys were.
Okay.
Before this area. I'm just going to add... Yeah, we'll keep it like that for now, just because that's what we're going by. Because I think there was confusions last time, and I just went by with what you guys imagined, even though it's different from my map. But it's more fun that way.
That's okay.
Okay,
you should show us what it is.
I wouldn't mind taking a Chad.
Good luck trying to decipher this.
Oh.
And then ahead, and then back. There's more. I know. It looks really official.
It is. To give us secrets. Secrets?
Yeah. Secrets be here. Dragons be there.
I'm going to take that chasm on for size. I think there might be something worthwhile on the other side, and I think I got a good idea about how to get across. Anyone want to join me?
I'll come with you.
Shaz. Perfect. As long as you're okay with that, Theric. I know my weak, frail body needs protecting.
Well, there are things in this cavern you just can't talk down.
I would like to say, Theric, that you have impressed us a few times with your wit, although you are quite strong. And I would hope that you feel the same about me and my strength, that while I do prefer the more charismatic pursuits, I can take my fair share of fighting. My fair of fighting.
Why don't we all just go together?
Well, because we got one shard when we split up last time, and the other one was a dead end. I say we split up again, we'll at least get the second.
All right.
Okay.
We'll do it your way.
We have one shard.
Perfect. All right. I head to the chasm with Shaz.
The chasm?
The chasm?
And Theric and I will go across to the far other side.
Okay, we're going to start
Careful
with...
of those automatons, Brandy.
Oh, I'm not going near him.
Well, if you're going to jump across, you are going to be near them.
Then we'll go near him.
But we'll stay very quiet.
They use those bats for fuel for this giant machine you see under here, and I point to the big churning lava monster beneath us. And I say, I don't know, maybe they don't restrict themselves to bats. Maybe it's also living things.
Oh, this was that room. Ah. Now I remember. Right, let's stick together and check that other room. I was totally thinking of a new place. Like, it was just like a thing we had to jump across. I thought the automaton was a different place. This is when they were whacking the lit up bats as they went by, right?
They were grabbing the lit up bats, holding them. They were grabbing every bat.
So this is perfect. So as I'm walking, you're explaining it to me, and I'm like, wait, what? And then,
you look over the edge and you notice the giant grinding lava turbine. And you're like, oh yeah, that's there.
Well, in that case, I think it best if we stick together. Well, in all fairness, I wouldn't have known either because I didn't see it. I only went
to Brandy, you're strong. You can take it. You can do it.
I might be strong, but I'm also not stupid. And clearly that would be an outmatch. So you're right. Let's stick together. And we'll go the way that we haven't explored yet that doesn't require a giant chasm.
All right, cool. All right, so we're walking
Sorry, just to recap, in that room we got 2 vials. Or no, one was the worm, the other one was
the regrowth.
The regrowth. We didn't get any shards.
Who's carrying what? Do you guys have too many ciphers? Watch that, eh?
I don't have any.
So I killed the pinata.
I have an overcharge. But that's it. Oh, and a crystalline virus.
Who has the worm thing?
I've got too many right now.
I'll take some. I've got none.
Okay, why don't you take both vials then? Because that would be good.
Vials of phasing?
No, it's the regrowth and the worm of languages.
Awesome.
The language worm.
And that would still leave me with the crab Viagra armor and the blade arms.
I forgot about that armor.
Do you guys remember what I did with the cloud seed?
I have it. I took it back, I think, because I lost a bunch or something.
Okay.
Put it this way, either you or I have it. Do you want it back? Do you need it back?
Nope, not at all.
Sorry to
I've
interrupt.
only got room for 2.
That'd be interesting, eh? Activating the cloud seed in here and seeing what the rain would do to the lava.
It would just create smoke.
Is that like a hint?
Yeah. No, I have no idea what would happen. I haven't prepared for that.
I don't think it'd be anything.
But
it wouldn't get enough water.
And it does say that it has to have a direct route to the sky.
Ah.
All right, let's go the other way.
Okay, so we'll go the way that has no leap of faith. And walking, you start hearing footprints. As you get closer, you notice that the ground has changed.
We start hearing footprints? Listen, you smell that?
It sounds like the color blue. Yeah, okay, so you start hearing footsteps, thank you. I've had a beer or two, so give me a break. And you get to a point where you look down, you look up, and there are what looks to be people walking in the city of Key above you.
What?
Or Kai, whichever city you want to think about. And you see people from looking up at their feet as if the ground was completely glass, and it's as if they're just 10 feet above you.
Wow.
Cool.
In the city of Key.
Where you guys were.
Do we recognize what part of town it is?
No.
No?
No.
How many people are wearing skirts?
I was going to say, does Brandy recognize anyone from here?
Hey, I know her, and wait a minute, she's a he! Oh, God.
Well, for you, that'd be okay.
Yeah, for me, it'd be okay. Does it look like and I talk to everybody, and I say, Jesus. Now, does this look like the roof is the illusion, or do you think that the people are the illusion? Are we actually that close to the surface?
Well, what room is this? And take a look around the room.
You had seen earlier, you are not that close to the surface.
Now, is this an upskirt thing?
The style of Kai and Key is that there are no skirts.
So I take a look at...
So I was confused on the shafts that we'd seen earlier.
So So I take a look around the room to see if I can find any clues as to why we're looking at the town, because I get the impression that this is like a monitor. It's like monitoring the city. So I feel like this room is like a surveillance booth.
Are you sharing this with us, Pivot?
This is more of a hallway than a room. Just as you, the walls still have those
surveillance hallway. Yeah. There's a what? Sorry.
There's still those barriers, those force field red energy barriers that are lining the walls.
Okay. And is there anything else? Any glyphs or papers or?
No, it looks like you can just continue walking this way.
All right. And what does the floor look like?
The floor is still that smooth metallic material that was throughout the rest of the mine.
All right. Well, just be careful, guys. This seems like a strange room to have in the middle of a cavern, and if whatever's on the other side of this hallway is valuable or useful, then they might have laid some traps out for us. Keep your eyes peeled.
Does anybody else think that this cavern that we've been trudging through is oddly creative in its room design and what the rooms offer us? It seems like it was designed specifically to keep people out.
It seems like it was designed by machines.
Why is that?
Well, because there's machines eating stuff and pooping it down to the machine below us.
Maybe, okay. I could buy that. So the machines, well, even if it wasn't made by machines, the machines have been keeping it up and working.
It just seems odd. Where did we leave Kittrick? Or not Kittrick, sorry. Where did we leave...
Kent Rockford.
Kent Rockford. Where did we leave him?
You left him by the shaft.
Right, and we're waiting for 3 stones, and we have 2.
We have 1.
We have 1.
Chris, tell me if this is accurate.
Is this accurate?
Yeah, it's just backwards, because I always think left to right. You guys are going right to left, but that's okay.
Rotate.
Oh.
Top corner. I see it right there.
So yeah, this bottom one here is where you went for the tree thing.
Mm-hmm.
The bottom one on the right-hand side. Oh, okay. Go back. Just go back. I'm going to adjust based on it. Okay, so the bottom right-hand one is where you were with the tree. Going up.
Right. Okay.
And to the left, the bottom one on the left-hand side is where you guys went this time. Up and across there is where the automatons are. And I was going to put...
Oh, yeah.
Well, we're going to say that one of those rooms, there's a bridge gap that you need to jump.
Right.
Instead of below us, but that's okay.
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 That gives me an idea.
Let's just go with this for now. Yeah, that's fine. That'll work.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to do an intellect roll in the room and see what we can't see, and I'm going to do it with Pivot. I'm going to turn to Pivot and I'm going to say, I think before we take a step into this motherfucker, we should take a look around. You check that wall. I'm going to check this way. And I turn to Theric and Pivot behind us, or Theric and Shaz, and I say, hold on a second, guys. This room seems oddly suspicious. Can he grant a advantage to this?
Yep, you're not going to need one.
Perfect. I'll roll anyway. 5, I'll need 1.
No problem. So a little further ahead, you see this sort of cylindrical device that's rotating around the pathway. So it's a tunnel that you're going to go through, or not go through, that this sort of cylindrical machine is rolling around it.
Interesting.
So, yeah. So all of a sudden, this tunnel that you're going through opens up into like a bridge type thing that goes through this device. All the while above you are these footsteps.
That's in the room that we're in right now.
Yep.
And when we were in the main cavern, you couldn't see anything above us.
No, it's this big chasm, darkness, big canyon type thing.
And then so the room that we just went in, that's the room that we can see above us.
Yep. It's not a room. It's just continuing down that hallway, that same path you're taking.
All right, I pick up a stone.
I was just about to do that.
Nice.
It's like Brandon Jack, it's like we're thinking the same thing. That's weird, eh?
Yes. No reason to it.
Okay.
I pick up a stone and I toss it into the room.
Into what room?
Into the hall.
The circulating area?
Yes.
It seems to roll into the room.
Just
It's as if you threw it and that thing wasn't there.
Well, I
goes...
pick up a stone. I was thinking different than you, and I throw it into the ceiling where we see everybody's feet.
That works too.
Okay, I need you to do a roll.
What am I rolling? 20?
Yep,
Obviously.
20. What are you trying to do? Are you trying to just hit the ceiling, or what are you trying to do?
Well, yeah, I want to see if it's glass, if it's a portal, if it's a one-way mirror. Like, I don't know. Just try to hit it.
You
throw
hit
it as far as possible.
And it looks like there's now a stone chip in the image, or the glass, or whatever it is, as if you're driving your car and a stone hits your windshield.
Huh.
Hmm.
WT fuck.
So can you describe the thing that we're looking at in this room, other than the ceiling, obviously?
Okay, so moving ahead, it looks like it's a fairly thick metal material. It looks like there's some piping coming off of it in different areas, and it's clearly some mechanization. It's rotating around. You hear this noise of gears shifting, groaning metal, and just rotating around. Yep, and it's just darkness through it.
Huh. What do you mean? When you say darkness through it, do you mean like there's a hole with darkness through it, or it's just like?
Well, the barriers the red barriers that are lining the walls did not continue into the tunnel.
Oh.
And therefore there's no illumination in there, and it is very dark in there.
I have no fucking idea what this room is for. And is there an exit door to this? Can we just pass it?
Can I have you do a roll?
For what?
Just for a spot check in intellect.
Oh, okay. Yeah. 7. Well, I was thinking about lowering it, but...
Yeah, getting close enough to it. You look
through it.
Well,
who says no one close enough to it? I'm just
not within reach of grasping death arms, but you do see that there's a reddish glow at the far end.
Okay, so I turn to the guys and I say, guys, I have no idea what this fucking room is about, but there is a door at the far end. Should we just pass it, or I don't know.
And wait, so you looked at the wall?
Yeah, I looked past the wall. There's kind of a red tint on the far end. I think there might be a way out.
Could it be that this is some sort of exhaust system? That red that you see is fire or lava, and then it's going to shoot flames at us as soon as we step into that hallway?
It's not impossible.
Impossible?
Yeah, in Numenera we say impossible. You know this. In our
It's the
world.
ninth world.
Guys, what do you think? I just threw the stone up to that ceiling, and it kind of chipped it. What do you think if we threw something heavier? Would you think that if that smashed and we had a way back to Kai real quick, do you think that would be a good thing or a bad thing?
I don't know if smashing that would be a good thing. But I'm not against it because, frankly, I have no fucking idea what this room does.
There might be some people that do know.
I don't think that breaking through that glass is going to get us to Kai.
I don't think so
either.
I don't think so, and which leads me to believe that this machine down here is watching the town.
I do feel this is some sort of scrying device.
Scrying?
You mean spying?
Scrying, but yes, spying.
Oh, interesting.
But why? Why have a spying device so far underground in such an inaccessible area? And there's no one here watching it.
What is the purpose of this machine? What's it trying to accomplish?
And why only look at one section of the town? And why only look at the bottom?
But this may not be the only video camera.
I'm going to interject, guys. The nature of the ninth world is there's a lot that's not understood. I'm not going to tell you that there's no way to understand this. There is, but it is not uncommon for adventurers to come across Numenera that they don't understand.
So I'm giving this as the
Move along.
I'm giving you an indication that
No, that's good.
Yeah.
We
Moving
would've
along,
tried to-
you're not gonna find anything. You can discover some stuff here if you stay for a while and you work your way through some things. I'm going to give you some more indications of what it is, but at the same time, it's not
Time is
like
not on our side.
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm going to go
And
towards
your
the
characters
red.
wouldn't be that curious to be like.
We only
"Wait
have
a second."
2 days left before the world
Yeah.
is destroyed.
All right,
Your estimate. Yeah.
I walk to the far end of the thing. I walk towards the red.
Okay, it's deafening metal machinery noises as you walk through it. And eventually the light grows, you come to the other side, and you hear the footsteps again. And
And I look
looking
up.
down, they're
Yeah.
now below you.
Oh. I walk out. Is this a mirror?
So you're now outside of that tunnel, and you're now looking down at the pathway. You're now standing where the footsteps are. So I guess you are upside down in a way.
Am I in the
Our
same
feet are
room that I
bare
was
feet.
before, but upside down?
Say that again? No, you're not.
Oh, there's no chip in the glass.
Nope.
Oh, that would have been cool.
We're looking at another screen where their feet are walking on our feet.
Yeah, I was just thinking, how great would it be if we're looking at feet on the ceiling, we walk through, and then we're like a mirror image of the self, and now we're walking on the ceiling.
I-
I
Are you
thought
looking-
there was a chip in the glass.
Are you looking up to see if there's anything up there?
Yes.
So looking up there, you see a chest, and above it, floating a piece of shard.
Oh.
And
I
it
grabbed
looks like the ground that you were standing on previously.
So it is a mirror image of the room we were just in.
No, because there's no shard or.
But what I mean to say is, you said it looks like the room we were just in.
No.
It's a continuation of the pathway. Behind you is now a turbine, that type of spinning tunnel thing, and above you is another one.
Oh.
So how do we get the shard?
I know what's going on here. You see, the tunnel thing is actually flipping you. So we have to. There's some sort of way to go through
that's
these
what I was
tunnel
saying.
things to end up on the floor.
That's what I was saying. That is flipping us.
I know what you're saying, but we're in a different room. Even though it's flipping us.
Maybe this is it big enough to climb through this big circular dark thing?
What do you mean climb through?
That's what you went through.
That dark circular thing
Yeah.
basically is circling around the corridor, the path.
So you have
Okay.
to walk through it.
So you
Oh,
have to
okay.
walk through it. And walking
okay.
through it, this is what you're seeing on the other side. You're now upside down, more or less.
So I have two suggestions. A, Shaz, why don't you just try grabbing the shard with your telekinesis? And B, if it's not that, maybe it's a rotation thing. Maybe it's a timing. We have to time
I was
the
just about to say
time that
that,
we
yeah.
go through.
I call in to the hallway and I say, Brandy Jack, can you hear me?
Randy Jack, you hear the call coming from above you and behind you.
Okay, so I am in the same room, but I'm in a different version of that same room.
No, you're in the next room. You're in the hallway continuing.
Harlan, picture it as if you're walking down your hallway,
Yeah.
and there's this, just the walls are rotating around you, and
Yeah.
as you walk through it, you come out the other side, and now you're standing on the ceiling.
Yes. Okay. I'm still not grabbing this. Okay.
You're not
Either
in the
way.
You're in.
So
We're
when
still on
he
the-
says when he says something, where is he in regard? Where do I hear him from?
Because he's still behind you, but he's on the ceiling behind you.
Yes.
So you hear the voice above you and behind you.
Well, that's
like
what I'm.
this.
That's what I keep saying.
But you
I'm
keep
in the
saying you're in the
same room.
But you're not in the
Yes,
same
I'm
room.
in this. I'm in a duplicate of the room, but a different version of it. I'm in like a weird dimensional shift. But it's
This
the
is exactly
same room.
it. What Shaz is drawing here.
Yes, I'm not saying I look up and I see you.
All right, it's not the identical room. It's not some duplicate alternate reality. It's a different room.
But I can hear him above me.
And behind you, because
Because
it's
he's down the
literally.
hall.
He's down the hall, but I can also hear him above me, as if he was standing on the
No,
ceiling.
no,
of
the
this
voice. No. The voice is coming up and back.
So picture Shaz talking to you. In this picture, you would still hear it above and behind you.
Oh, well, no, I would just hear it behind me. I thought you were saying that it was like above me. As if it's a different world. All right.
I see what,
fuck it.
directly above you.
Apparently, this is above him.
He means he's above me. Why would a voice behind me, whether he's up or down, be anything but behind me? Above me's above me.
Okay.
Pivot, come up here. I yell at Pivot. I'm like, Pivot, get up here. I'm too fucking confused. And Shaz, figure out how to get that shard in my pocket so we can get out of here. Oh wait, is it a shard or is it the thing that we need for that? Or is that a shard too? No,
that is a shard, yeah, and it's above a chest.
Right, but not the thick. We still need those thick shards, right?
How high?
That's what it is. It's one of the ones that will help activate. One of the 3 that you need to activate.
But the one that Gion Kittrick needs.
Nope.
Yes. What?
That's what I'm thinking. They're different. Okay.
Yes, there's the size that you need to activate the lift, and the other ones are the type of thing you need to find by the help of the miners and activating their drive to get it.
Oh man!
Does it look like something that these Dr. Octopus arms could reach?
You don't. So you walk through. You're now standing beside Brandy Jack, looking up, and it's going to be out of reach.
Can't I just lift? I get on Theric's shoulders.
Okay.
Why not? I mean, it's like I tell him, I'm like, Theric, can I climb on you? I think with a boost, I can probably reach.
I'm going to say that you see that it's still out of reach.
Oh, okay.
You're not going to do that. You realize that there's some other way to get to it that doesn't involve reaching it from where you are. It's going to be too far.
If I throw a stone up, does the gravity switch, or does it stay in current way?
It stays in current way. Comes back down.
I turn to Pivot and I say, there's a trick to this. We're going to have to figure this out. And so I step into the tunnel, and I stand there for twice as long as the other guys went through.
Okay.
And then I step into the same room that they're like. I continue in the same direction.
You see the same thing. It's above you.
Okay.
Perhaps 1.5 times as long would be good.
But I want. Oh yeah, that would make sense. Well, I wonder what the next, because there's another one continuing, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna walk through that one.
Okay. How fast are you walking through it?
Slowly.
Slowly.
1.5 times.
I'm gonna stick to. I really like your thinking, but I'm gonna stick to my thought process I had originally. You end back on the ground the way you were before. Above you is the footsteps.
So to do with the speed of how you're walking? Are the foots walking in the middle room any faster? Or what speed are they walking?
Shaz is the same speed. Shaz, experimenting with the speed of walking through, has come to realize that it doesn't make a difference how fast you're moving through the devices.
If I look continuing on down the hallway from whence I came, is there any more continuing? What do I see in that direction?
Yeah, it does continue on. You actually come eventually to a wall where there is a pile in, like a cave in, and there's a path to your left and a path to your right.
Alrighty. I bet you.
Chests on the ceiling?
Huh?
What's that, Justin?
No chests or shards on the ceilings in the
Nope.
other rooms?
Nope, just between the two devices there's that chest on the ceiling.
And how high up would you say it is?
We'll say it's about 25 feet.
Okay.
So I turn around, I walk back into where these guys are standing.
And they're all standing there looking up at the ceiling going, what the hell?
And I look down. I look down and I watch the feet below me. What are they doing again? They're just walking in the street?
It looks as if it's a regular street activity. They actually look a little bit like they're running a little bit more panicked than they should be. They seem to be in a hurry.
Are they running in any direction?
Nope. It's as if it was a normal street. You're just viewing them from below.
Are there any pair of shoes that look like my own?
No.
Just need another pair, or what?
He's trying to see if it's him up there or earlier or a reflection or something like that.
Is there anything on the doorway things? Any mechanical devices? Anything to be fiddled with?
So, yeah, you go in there. Let's have you do a roll.
Alrighty. 19.
Ooh.
Okay, so right away you have a couple options.
Excellent.
You can deactivate it. You're pretty sure you figured out how you could do it. Just a matter of a little bit of brute force in the right place, and you can take these things apart. The other option is that you believe that by actually jumping on to and hanging on to the rotating machinery, and then coming out the other side, you will right yourself in such a way that you will be on the ceiling. Unfortunately, gravity will be working against you, and you are literally going to have to try to cling to the ceiling to try to walk. So you can actually hang on to the device and get up so you're upside down, and then get out in time, but gravity is still working against you.
So I tell my comrades this, guys. It looks like I can either bust it, and we might all go flying towards the ground, or we can deactivate, or we can climb through it, holding onto it, and end up on the ceiling and jump for it.
Does it appear as though there's enough handholds?
You do notice that it is doable. It is manageable, even though it's still made of that same material. The erosion that has happened has allowed for there to be enough handholds.
Pivot, do you have anything in your Tinker's toolbox that you took from the last thing, or your own experience, that could deactivate this thing safely so that we could either put it back on should we need it, or not have to bash the thing to turn it off?
I don't know.
As they discuss this, Derek goes and tries it.
Tries to climb
the climbing one.
Okay, wonderful. It's going to be challenging. Even trained people often fail. Yep. It's a 15 you're looking for here if you're not going to add anything.
Yeah, I'm going to be adding my climbing skill.
Yep.
And my might. I will use some effort.
So lowering it by 2 tiers.
No, I only have 1 edge in might.
But you have a climbing skill.
Yes. Sorry. Yes.
So a 9 I'm looking for now. Okay. So Theric, with the metallic arms, he actually finds that he has an advantage to be able to hang on to the ceiling. He jumps well inside the turning turbine. I guess the turning walls. He hops onto one, and he hangs on as it goes upside down, and he quickly crawls to the end. And he's monkey barring it more or less with just brute strength, and he gets to the chest, and he's hanging onto the chest. Not that chest.
If I run under him, is there any way that we can keep him up? Is there any height that we can get if I climb on Pivot's shoulders or something?
So Theric, how tall are you?
I would be 6'1".
6'1". You guys would be getting close to where his feet are if you stood on someone else's shoulders and put your arms up. Yeah.
Mm. And I use my telekinetic abilities to give him a landing pad for which to stand on.
Excellent. So that'll give him an advantage. He can try to open the chest or just grab the shard at this point.
That would be my number one concern. However, this sounds like a good time to perhaps use the blade arms, because as I'm holding on,
I love it.
Then I will use the blade arm to try to knock the shard free.
Yep.
And the other one to open the chest.
That sounds terrific.
Then I'll stand below with the shard catch.
I'm going to make it a difficult task, but you have an advantage because of the blade arm, so I'm going to make it a standard action for you.
I'm telekinetically holding him, too. Trying.
I'm not going to make that happen at all.
Oh.
Alright, so again...
it's too far away. Sorry.
This would be more dexterous, so I could use the speed?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so again, I'll apply some effort and lower it 2 tiers.
Yep. So you are good. It's no problem. You do it as if it's, opening the keys to a car or something like that. You just, no problem. You
Like
pop open the lid.
I had Dad's car keys.
Yeah, well, if only that one. So an object drops from the box and is coming down and is likely to hit Brandy Jack in the head. And the shard comes down and lands just in front of Pivot.
I was standing on it with my hands open. How did it somehow
So you
land
catch
on
it. You catch it. And it is a box that, in an ancient language, says boom on it.
Destroy it! It's only going to be good.
It's as if it was a boom box.
Oh, wait.
Right.
And at this point, I will let gravity do its work and release myself and come down.
Yep. You're fine. We'll just say you're fine. Just for the sake of time and damage.
And now I have no more blade arms.
No, those are an artifact.
No, those are like a weapon.
They sure are. They are good forever.
Oh, were they really?
They do eventually, I think, run out of energy, but you're fine right now because that
Not
wasn't
in
really
this
an attack.
century. We only got 2 days left. All right, so I take the shard and I put it in along with the other shard, and I say, all right, well, we got one more to find. Shaz, what did you find at the end of this hall?
There was a T junction. Basically, we can go left or we can go right. Did you get the shard? What was in the chest?
It was a boom box.
Oh, yeah.
This is boom on it. I don't know, and I hand it to whoever wants it.
Oh, I don't need it.
Well, I don't need it. I would
Well-
like it, but I can't take it.
All right, I'm going to award everybody for getting to this point an additional 3 XP,
Sweet.
which you guys can figure out what you're going to do as I take a slight break. I'll be right back.
All right. Well,
That's gotta pee.
Brandy,
Boombox.
Mute
I
your
don't
camera,
know about
bro.
you,
There we go.
but I feel pretty experienced after all that.
I feel experienced as well, and I gotta say, I am rejuvenated. I might not have understood how the fuck this room worked, but I feel better about it right now. I got my
too.
devil horns going on. Yeah.
I
So,
feel like inspired by you, Brandy Jack. You're such a leader.
What are you looking for? What do you want, a handout, kid? 'Cause
No.
I'll give you a hand. Shaz, I'm kidding. I'm just... Look, we've been up. Let's recap, guys. We were sleeping on that fucking treadmill because of pivots, and I turn to Pivot and I say, oh, by the way, man, you know that we have your back no matter who's coming after you to get those arms back. If they do come back, and I don't think they are, but if they do, we're there for you. You know that.
I'm glad you got my back. I'm not one to expect it, but it's nice that it's there.
We all have it. Theric, you got his back too, yeah?
I have mentioned that before, yes.
Shaz?
Of course. My mental abilities will be there to protect you.
All right. Everybody's got my back. All right, don't need to get sentimental about it, everyone.
Well, look, we might not make
You
it out
don't
of
get
here
it.
alive. We got 2 days left, guys. And you know what, Theric? I am sorry. I didn't mean to get my back up about you coming with. It makes sense to split up. Yes, you and Pivot, you are stronger now that we know you guys have metallic arms, both of you. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get my back up. I just, you know me. I like to.
So examining while you guys are talking and caressing each other. So you go.
Holy fuck.
You figure out what this boombox does, and when used, causes everyone in the room except the user to perform embarrassing dad dancing moves until they faint from exhaustion. No one's gonna level up at this point, I imagine. So we're gonna move on.
Oh,
You come to that. So you're going back through the next tunnel. You right yourself. The feet only continue for a certain amount of distance and then stop. So, but you can go to the left at this point or to the right.
Well, yeah.
I'll go left.
I want
I'll go
to
right.
take some time to deal with some of this experience that I've been feeling. I feel like I just gotta, spend some.
Okay, we stand in the T-junction just to take a 10-second rest and be like, hey, look, let's do this. I have 8, so I want to level up 2 things. Let me do it quick.
I have 10. What's a 10-second rest?
10-second rest is literally you take 10 seconds and you get 1d6 plus your tier level. So if anyone wanted to do that, they could do it at this point.
I'm going to do it.
3, 4, 5, 6.
All right.
So
this is my 10-second. Okay, I'm going to use my.
So
1
tier
hour.
advancement, gain 4 pull points, add 1 to the edge, change to new skill, reduces armor cost, 2 to recovery rolls, learn new esoteric fighting move or trick.
Say that again.
So gain 4 pull points for 4 points, add 1 to an edge for 4 points, trained in a new skill for 4 points, reduce armor cost
Right.
for 4 points, or 2 to recovery rolls, or learn new esoteric fighting move or trick.
Add 2 to your recovery rolls. How does that work?
So every time you, like the 10-second rest, you get a +2 to that.
A +2.
So it would be your 1d6 plus your tier level plus 2. Plus 2.
Alright, so I have increased my edge before. I have increased my effort before. And I have spent 4 skill points to increase my might, speed, and intellect. I only need to go do one more thing to get up to the last tier, correct?
You need to spend 4 to go to the next tier.
Perfect. And I can do it on anything?
You need to do it in 4 separate things. Purchase 4 to increase, 4 different tier advancement things.
And I've done it in effort, increasing my pools, and my edge. So I have 1 left to do.
That's right.
And I forget what I have to do. I have to increase the skill, right?
That's an option, yep.
So if I do that, I'm at the next tier?
Yep.
Perfect. Then I'm going to increase my escaping skill to S, from T to S.
Yep.
I don't know what that means, but
So
go train.
Yeah, it's +2 versus +1.
Perfect. That means I'm at the next tier. I'm at tier 2.
How close is everybody else?
I'm going to be there right now.
I was going to say, I believe I have 1 more thing to raise, and then the next one I would be up a tier.
Yeah,
Pivot?
same. I'm 2 XP away.
Okay. That's awesome. We'll get there.
And I have an additional 4 because I'm at my next tier. And I think I'm going to spend that on one of my new abilities, but I'll worry about that as we're playing. So I will be spending another 4 to level up, but we'll do that.
Wonderful.
I'm just going to briefly... I've already added an extra effort for 4 XP. I'm just telling you what I just did right now while you guys were talking. I took 4, I added 1 to my effort. Increasing capabilities, you gain 4 points to add the stat pools. You can allocate the points among the pools however you wish. So I'm going to do that, and that means my 4 are done. So
that means 8's
up.
done. You've done that. That's 8, isn't it? You just spent 8 points?
Yeah.
Okay, you had 8 points. Wow.
I have 8 too. I have another 4 to go.
But that being said, when I allocate these 4 points to my pools, does that mean I increase where they are right now?
No.
Or the max that they are? I don't
I'm gonna say the
touch where
max.
they are right now?
Yeah, it's not like you guys took a rest or anything, so I'm going to say just the max.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect. All right. I'm going to go left.
Okay. So, Brandy Jack, walking into the room, you see a floating black obelisk, about 6 feet tall, hovering about 2 feet off the ground, with these glowing light blue filaments, tendrils, and yeah, that's what you see.
Should I run up and hug it?
Whoa. Maybe Shaz should think back to his college years and whether he recognizes it.
Yes.
Oh, I do want to ask Borgle if he does sense anything before he does that, just in case. Borgle.
Portal senses no living thing in this immediate area.
Perfect. Shaz, on you.
So it is a floating black obelisk.
Yep.
With tentacles.
Is that black? Let's say, what's it? Obsidian? It looks like it's made out of obsidian.
Yes. So extremely dark. Mm-hmm. And it's got tentacles?
Not tentacles. They look like, the only way I can describe it is it's a light blue, almost like, it's glowing light blue, like hairs kind of thing. Like very wispy, almost like it's underwater.
Okay.
Or like plasma almost?
Yeah, exactly. Almost angelic kind of thing.
Okay, cool. So I examine it using my understanding of the Numenera. What do I know about this object?
You roll and we'll find out. I'm going to tell you it is a intimidating type roll. Normal people almost never succeed. In fact, you don't succeed.
Yeah, I don't succeed.
No. It's very curious. Very curious.
But I do touch it.
Yeah?
Don't do it, you silly.
So touching it, it caresses your arm lightly, and it's cool, and all of a sudden, light, Brandy Jack, you're witnessing this. Light beams out of your head, goes up. Light beams out of your eyes and your mouth, and you instantly slip into a vision. You're floating above the city. You see the glowing blue force field below you. You see the iron wind surrounding it. And you hear all these voices layered upon each other. But it's not in a way that would contradict each other, make it difficult to understand, but almost working together in an orchestrated way, like instruments in a symphony. And you come to the realization that if you move north in 3 days' time, you will find a device that you feel a strong urge to bring back here. And then you come to, the tendrils are gone, and you're back in the room with Brandy Jack.
Did I see that as well, or he was just there, right?
You saw the light come out of his eyes and mouth, and now he's collapsed on the floor, and he's just coming to.
So I run over to him, and I'm like, Shaz, are you okay?
Yeah. I am.
What the fuck just happened? Why did you touch that, you idiot? And I start dragging him away from me.
Wait. You won't believe what I saw. I was above the city. I was looking down at the city. To the north. There's something there. I can't quite make it out. I can't figure out what it is, but we have to bring it back here. I think it might help you. I think it might help us, not just you, but there was definitely a strong urging for us to go get this thing from the north. I think we should finish what we're doing here, but
yeah, save the world.
That's stuck in my mind. Oh, that's fucked. Does anybody know what that could have been?
I have no idea.
A prophetic vision? Dream?
Yeah, anyone can make a roll to try to figure it out, or we can just accept it as what it was.
Maybe you just passed out. Had a dream.
No, this is not a dream. I'm telling you, it's not a dream.
All right. But look, let's get away from this thing, because I don't think this is all good. No matter what the dream told you, I don't think it was for a good reason.
Are there any other exits in the room, or is it a dead
Just the
end
way
in
you
this room?
came in. That's it.
All right, then let's go to the right, because we need this shard, and we need to save the world.
All right.
Let's do it. So we go back and we go. We went left first, right?
Yep. So everyone goes back the way they come, and as you're walking along, you notice that the barriers are flickering, and it's darker because one of them is not working on the other side, and you hear a crunching noise ahead of you, and it's dark.
Crunching noise.
Crunching noise.
I kind of put a hand up and I say, hold on 1 second, and I sneak forward. Now, because my last thing was to spend 4 to upgrade a skill or to do a skill. Instead of that, I added a skill and I added sneaking. So instead of leveling up escaping, I just added sneaking as a skill.
Okay.
And I'm gonna use it. Sneak.
Okay, I need you to roll to try to sneak. I'm not going to tell you if you're successful or not. It's just going to happen, and you won't know. You're going to still have to sneak into the room.
I am fine by that. However, just before I do, I turn to Theric as well, and I whisper to him, and I say, hey, Theric, if you walk on the balls of your feet, you can also be quiet. And I'm going to use my good advice to give him a bonus to sneaking as well.
Okay.
And then I kind of motion for him to come forward with me.
Now, just before we go, the crunching. Are they bugs that we're crawling on, stepping on?
No.
Are they like,
otherwise?
Oh God! Stop!
No. It's not from you guys. It's not from you guys walking. It's ahead of you. There's a crunching noise.
Gotcha.
All right. Yeah. So we're gonna go together, or I'm gonna go and then you'll follow after-ish. And my flex skill I never used. It's not gonna be for this, but just so we know, I will do my flex skill for something. I don't even know what skills. I need to list the skills.
You used the flex skill last game again.
Yeah, but
so
even what was that for? I don't even know.
Right, and it's got to be the same thing.
Yeah, and I don't remember. So I'm fine with taking a suggestion from anybody. You can make a post on Facebook, tell me what the flex skill is, and that's fine, even if it's not advantageous right now.
Is escaping?
No, because that's my natural skill.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't remember what it was. I know there's an example of skills, so I'm fine with taking something. But anyway, let's roll this baby out. Oh no, fuck.
What'd you roll? I can't even see it.
Roll a natural one.
Ah.
Hold on, I still have 4 XP that I was going to use to add something for my next tier, but maybe I'm just going to spend one of them now and reroll that, because I can't do another negative intrusion. Yeah, I'm going to spend one. So I cannot go up. Now that I am at my new tier, I don't get a new skill, but that's fine.
Oh, I was gonna make you fart
I
loudly.
bet you were. Okay. Fair enough. Let's do this again. Oh.
Okay.
The worst is I wasted it.
However, you feel like you're sneaking really well.
That's right.
That's true. And
In
I
the
did have a low
darkness.
tier.
And the Theric stops behind you, puts a hand on your shoulder, just
No, you don't. Well, yeah, you would hear him.
because I would hear him.
You would hear the squeaking of his foot, and
I'm sorry. When I take out
unfortunately,
my gun, really slowly.
he's further ahead of you,
All right.
and you hear the crunching stop, and you're
So
in
I'm not
darkness.
even going to bother rolling for my sneak, right? Because why bother?
All right, then if I hear it stop, I'm going to slowly take out my jackknife. And I'm going to go back towards there like a hunting wabbit. And as I get against Eric, and I go, "Could you hear me? Was I really loud?"
Now that you're talking, yes.
Okay.
Crunching sound.
Dude, we don't have, I light a torch and throw it into the room. We have torches. I've never used one, but I actually have matches. Oh, do I not have a torch? I guess not. I have matches.
You
Throw a match.
throw the
into
torch ahead of you. It illuminates a identical room to the one you were just in. There's an obelisk again floating in this room. There are scratch marks and claw marks all over it, however.
All
All
over.
right. I communicate to the people behind me. There's an obelisk. Same as the other one. Scratch marks, claw marks. Doesn't look very good. And I start backing into the room.
Backing into what room?
I get out. I'm not going to stay in a room.
Where
There's no need for me.
Standing.
Yes. And I tell them, and I'm like, that's what I saw. What do you guys want to do? It's not a good obelisk. I didn't see any fucking shards.
Is it glowing like the other ones?
Nope.
I want to touch it.
Don't you touch it.
I'm addicted to them now. I want to touch it.
I turn to Pivot. Don't let him touch. Why has he got it? He's always got it.
And I do this. And I go, and I go, no. And I run into the room. I touch the obelisk.
Do you actually? You
Yes.
fuck.
I actually do.
All right. So
Don't tell me what to do.
Why is he always got it? He's always got to touch. He's always got to touch. He can't just look. He's got to touch.
Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park 2.
That's right. Okay, so Shaz, a GM intrusion. A sticky, grasping Krog hand grapples you.
Krog hand?
Krog. And it puts you in a vulnerable position, and another one makes an attack on you. Looks like this. Whoa!
Oh.
Idiot.
Krog hand.
Okay, make a, so for the, you either are going to be grappled automatically, or if you take the experience point, or you can pay me 1 and you get a defense roll.
No, I'll take it. 1's going to pivot.
Sweet.
Okay. You are vulnerable. Make a defense roll all the same now.
$17.
No problem. So another one drops down. You are on the floor grappling with the other one. It tries to attack you, but you manage to roll the other one in time so that it can't get an attack on you. But now you are grappling with one and another one's swiping at you trying to make attacks.
And I yell, "Help!" and immediately use my push power with using 2 intellect. Now, if I have an edge of 1 in intellect, and it uses 2 intellect, does that mean I only use 1? Or is that help at all?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes, it does. That's the same with my good advice. Because I have an edge of 2 in good advice, that means it costs less than 2, and because I only have to spend 1 intellect point, I can do it for free. Anything you have, I was reading up on this, anything that you have as a cost, like intellect or whatever, if you have an edge in that, that lowers it, you deduct that by using it. So you probably get to use a bunch of your skills for free now because we have edges in certain things.
Right. Okay, so yeah, I immediately use the push, and push him off me and blow him away.
Okay, you can use a intellect roll to try to beat him.
With effort. I have an effort of 2 now. What does that mean?
That means that you can do two points. You can do it
So
twice.
So I do that using, and how many
Not
does
2
it lower
points,
my
you do.
pool?
So again, because you probably have an edge in intellect, it'll cost you 3 intellect to lower it 2 tiers.
Yes. 1 for the
My
first
little
tier.
raptor, my little raptor hands can count.
2 for the
1
first one and 1 for the second one.
No, 1 for the first one, 2 for the second one.
Nope.
2, 1, 1, 2.
Let me just show you this
because
for a
the
second.
first one costs an initial 3, he reduces it by 1 because of his edge. So
As
it's
you
2
can
points,
see
and the
here-
second one costs 2. He reduces it by 1 for his edge, leaves you with 1.
As you can see here, I have 9. I have 2 effort. I'm using my intellect push, but I want to. So I already did that. Sorry. And now I want to apply effort to this. What am I doing? All right.
Just
fuck
take
it.
off 3. Take off 3 intellect.
Okay. Just making
Looks
sure.
like you're doing pretty good. You got 16 of 9 intellect.
Yeah. It happens, okay? I just keep the biggest number next to the pool.
Oh, okay. So are we in initiative order? Can I go first?
We're giving Chaz the first move because he's
Okay, so I did apply 2 effort to that, so
Okay.
a 7.
okay.
What was this for? A defense or is this an attack? This is for the push, right?
You're trying to push him off you, yeah.
Yeah.
So you've lowered it by 2 steps.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see your roll. What'd you get?
Should rocket him. 7.
Yeah, no problem. You push him off. You don't rocket him. He just manages to be pushed off.
With my mind.
That's still
pretty
impressive.
impressive.
Yeah, well, way to go. Yeah, we're gonna go to pivot. Your turn.
All right. So I'm going to run in and I'm going to pat Brandy Jack with my left hand on the shoulder and say, "I got him." And I run in with my great sword. And can I see the monsters?
Oh yeah, you see because of the torch in the room.
How big are they?
They are slightly larger than humans.
Standing on all fours or standing on just their hind legs?
It's hard to tell right now. Lengthwise, if you include the tail, they're significantly longer. On their hind legs, they're slightly taller than a human.
All right.
Like
then
a tall human, like 6'4" or something like that.
Running with my great sword, dragging on the ground, so it makes an intimidating sound to distract them.
Yeah.
I run in and I pull my great sword over and slash it right down on the closest one's head.
Sounds good.
And I'm going to use effort, so I lose 2 might. And I'm going to see if that hits. So now, do I get an advantage because? Oh no, do I get an advantage because Shaz is next to him too?
Nope.
No. Okay.
Because he's still on the ground. He just pushed someone.
All right. Rolling away. No dice.
No dice. Your axe comes down. It jumps out of the way, hits the ground. Theric, your turn.
You're muted, buddy.
He mimes them to death.
I shall run in with my octopus arms slashing.
Okay, where did I put that? I think it does 5 points of damage.
But as I run in, I will start with a flying knee strike to the head of one of the creatures.
Flying knee strike.
As my other arms are like slashing crazy.
Is that how you enter every room, Theric?
That is it.
I'm here. All right. Let's have you do a roll while I find that. I think you get to do 2 attacks, so that's cool.
I do?
Yeah, with those octopus arms.
Yeah, I think it does too.
So let's hear a roll. Let's see a roll.
So first attack will be let's do the knee strike first. Oh wait, okay, so I will use I guess it would be might. So I will use effort.
You're still limited by the normal amount of actions she can take in a round.
Okay.
So, but each one is a 4. It's a medium weapon.
All right. Well, then I'll just count it as the flying knee strike at this point.
Yep.
So I'm using effort, which will lower a tier, and unarmed attacks lower it a tier.
Okay. So 2 tiers.
Yes. And I will land in the mouth of one of the creatures.
All right. So again, they're a lot more nimble than you believed, and as you're trying to strike at one, it runs away from you, climbing up the wall, and looking up, you see there's actually another one there ready to jump down. Unfortunately, that's all you can manage to do in a round, and it's Brandon Jack's turn.
And I'm going to take the light from the torch and jackknife, and I'm going to aim at the nearest one attacking, Shaz, and I'm going to fire at it. Actually, no, before I do that, sorry. You showed a picture of the creature. Can I see that picture again?
Yep.
I want to be fair. I want to tell you where I'd be aiming for, where I would believe its weak spot is.
Aha.
And I'm going to say the eyes look the most tender, which would have been my go-to anyway. Okay, I'm going to take a shot for the eyes. And I'm going to use Pierce, which does +1 damage.
It's a Chirog. What did I call it? Krog. It's a Chirog. Chirog. Sorry.
I thought it was a churro.
Yeah, it's a churro. It's a
one of those
Mexican
sugar-coated donuts.
Chimichurro?
And how far away is this from me?
It's in a not immediate, close distance.
It's close?
Short range.
Short range, basically. Within, it can attack you with melee, but you can make an attack with a ranged weapon.
It can attack me with melee?
Cannot from where it is. It'll have to move in to do so.
If it's close, then do I not get that point blank bonus?
No, that's immediate.
How many steps forward? Maybe I'm thinking I should just step forward.
10 feet. Close. You run into the brawl at that point.
Nah, I'll take it. Not yet. Okay, so I will fire. I will use Pierce, and I will lower it by 1 difficulty. And is this? This is speed, is it not?
Yep.
Perfect. So I will lower it by 1 difficulty, which will bring me down to 7. And like I said, I will use my Pierce. That's about it. Let's do this! Who is being attacked? It was Shaz right now, currently, right?
That's right.
Okay.
We have both Pivot and Theric who've just run in to try to attack, but unsuccessful.
They're in the fray. Okay.
And one of them is climbing up the wall.
Oh my fuck!
Oh my god.
I have rolled 3 ones this game.
So
Hey.
I get to
No,
do a...
no, you do not. I'm going to spend
I
an
sure
XP.
do.
I'm spending an XP. I can't. Are you kidding? Especially not with this. I mean, Shaz, he's close to me, as many watchers will know. So I couldn't do it.
I am?
Fuck, though. Seriously, odds-wise, 3 ones? That's nuts.
Yeah, that's bad. Oh!
Holy fuck! No! I'm going to spend my last XP. Now I'm down to 1 XP.
I don't think you can.
I think you can only do it once.
I think you can only do it
Oh,
once.
okay. That's
Yeah.
fair then. Well, at least it's
it's-
not a 1.
Yeah, it's not a 1.
That's
Better
shitty.
than a 1. Holy shit.
Bad luck.
Yeah,
Ladies
you
and
just...
gentlemen, hold on, I got to address the audience. Guys, you out there have a lot of XP you're sitting on. I don't need it right now, but I am honestly thinking that this fight is going to be bad. So please, if you're sitting and watching and you have XP, if you need to check the sidebar because there's a thing there, and check the file of Numenera. Tell us how you can spend it and post. We're going to need it in this fight. Sorry, Chris, go ahead.
No, absolutely. We want to hear from you guys. Bring it out.
Oh.
Okay, we're going to go straight back. Shaz has a turn. Pivot has a turn. Theric has a turn. They're all in the fray right now, and it is back to the creatures. The 2 on the ceiling are now going to jump. One of them is going to land behind, right in front of Brandy Jack and try to make an attack. The other one, who was swung at by Theric, is going to attack him, seeing him as an intimidating person with his blade arms. And the other one is going to make an attack on Shaz. Can I get all 3 of you to make a roll reducing any might pool or speed pool accordingly if you're going to be using effort?
I'm using speed.
Okay,
Was
let's
I
see.
included in that?
It was, no, Theric, Shaz, and Brandy Jack.
Oh, nice.
There's 3 of them now?
Right.
There was 3. There was
Yes.
another one on the ceiling that you guys did not notice until
I'm using 2 effort.
Shaz.
Oh wait, no, I'm not. I'm using 1 effort.
Okay, let's see your rolls, guys. Keep it going, keep it going.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't have anything to use.
8.
Oh, no, I don't. I can use my invisible ink.
All right. So I reduced it 3 tiers for myself. by the
So,
way.
no problem, you're fine. You are using might or speed?
Myself?
Yep.
I used speed. I
It-
lowered it 2 tiers, and I used my speed defense.
Yeah, it's savagely trying to bite at you. How do you defend? Right, so you're deflecting its with every blow. You're not dealing damage, but you're keeping it at bay. Shaz, did you reduce at all?
Yes, I reduced it by 1 tier. I rolled an 8.
Unfortunately, it does bite into your shoulder. It is grappling. It's trying to grapple with you on the ground. It does not manage to, and it bites into your shoulder.
Wow.
You take 5 points of damage, subtracted by your armor class.
And I did not lower it at all.
Again, it is actually not attacking you, Brandy Jack. It is trying to grapple with you, and it manages to take you to the ground, and you are now prone, vulnerable to attack by the others. Shaz, we're going back to you.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to pull out some magic shit here. I'm using onslaught with 2 tiers of effort to attack the one. No, I take that back. I'm using my knife. I'm gonna stick it in the eye that's biting my shoulder.
Okay.
I've got a knife. I'm gonna jam it in the eye of the one that's
Okay.
biting my shoulder.
Sounds good.
18. Natural.
Successful. Good for you.
You're getting all the good rolls. I'm getting all the shit rolls.
Your roll wasn't. It deals 2 additional points of damage. So how much damage did you do?
A knife. Fuck. It
Think-
doesn't. I don't have it written down here.
I believe that's a small weapon, and I think it is 2 points of damage.
I can tell you in 2 seconds. Knife. Oh, come on, Adobe Acrobat. Fuck off.
Is that what you're calling the beast now? Adobe Acrobat!
Yeah.
Okay, while you're figuring that out,
Yeah,
we'll go to
2 points of
2
damage.
points. So a total of 4 points. You realize how tough their hide is. This craggly, warty skin is a lot tougher than you think. You do manage to slip between some of the crags and inflict some damage, but it doesn't look like it barely did anything to it.
Even in the eyeball?
Well, yeah, even in the eyeball.
Can't really see well, right?
It doesn't quite get into his eyeball. We're going to go next to Pivot. Pivot, what are you doing? Pivot's not even there.
Blankly in the future.
Yeah, okay. Well, since Pivot is contemplating his next move, we're going to go back to Brandy Jack, who is now grappling on the ground with a Chirog, this nasty suction cup fingers really trying to get at you.
Suction cups?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there he goes. Bye, Justin. Bye, Pivot. Okay, so it's actually holding me down?
Oh yeah, it's grappling with it. You are officially grappled, so you would need to escape before you can make any physical move.
Then I will escape, using my escape.
Okay.
So
it is a might difficulty, so I'm not going to allow you to use that. It's not like you're trying to escape from ropes or any bindings and that sort, so unfortunately, it is not a trap, it is not a binding, you're grappling, so...
I don't know if my escape's limited to binds.
I'm the GM.
Oh! Okay, so what? Jackknife shoots ponies if you want it to?
That's right.
I think there's got to be a middle ground. I will say that's fair, but for future reference, I think...
I think I'm more than fair to you guys. I give you guys all the advantages in the world.
I think you're more than fair in general, yes.
Oh, Theric, okay, since Theric's bottom lip is out, I'll give it to Brandy Jack. Yes, you'll get an advantage here.
No, it's fine. I'll get out of the beasts that attack me for no reason.
Honestly, does it seem like this is an escape, though? This is a grappling situation. You're wrestling, right?
Sure.
Whatever. Yeah, but that's, again, if you think jujitsu.
No, it's fine.
It is called escapes, yes.
No, it doesn't matter. I'm not doing jujitsu.
I'm going to stick to my guns, yeah. Screw you guys.
Roll. That's the best GM attitude to have. Screw everybody. My way's the highway.
Justin, where can they find the XP options?
I just
messaged him.
And I just posted it.
Okay, good.
He's got 11 experience, though.
So he should be helping other people. Yeah, you got 11 experience. People need that.
If you have experience, help us. We need
Brandy Jack, go ahead and try to escape.
I'm going to
pull out.
Watch, Justin Charlikos is going to give us extra XP towards the whatever they are.
No, I'm going to reach into my pocket, and I'm going to grab the teleport trap, and I'm going to slam it against my leg.
Okay, for you to teleport yourself.
Yes. My God, where's my leg gone?
Go ahead. Where are you going to teleport yourself?
Over the chasm.
Outside. No, I'll teleport out to... teleport... No. I'm going to teleport to the other obelisk.
Yep, fair enough.
I feel like these are yin and yang-ish. I feel like I might have to...
Just touch it.
Touch it. All right, yeah, I'm gonna go whoomp and zoom myself to the other obelisk.
Perfect. The thing is trying to grasp at you, and it just lands on the ground as you a
whoomp.
Purple opening engulfs your body, and you feel really, really sticky and oozy. You feel like it's like you're in a womb, and all of a sudden you're back at the other obelisk.
What kind of womb? Is it a dark womb? Malware!
Alright, Pivot. I was going to you, and then you weren't there, so...
Alright. So, the one that jumped at Brandy has hit the ground, hit nothing.
Yep.
So I take the opportunity to swing at it with my greatsword.
Great. Sword.
Greatsword.
Grape sword?
My grape sword.
Purple drink sword?
There's a racist joke in there. You be careful.
I'm going to use no effort. I'm just going to let the dice fly, and I'm going to miss.
Yeah, you guys got to stop letting those dice fly. It deflects you. and its tail whips around and parries just in time.
Who could really use the most?
Shaz has gone. Is Shaz gone?
No.
Yeah, you did the damage with your knife. Let's go to Theric.
Oh.
All right. Does there appear to be any within reach of my dock arms?
Yep, the one that jumped on the ceiling is down. Yeah, you have one that you can definitely reach.
Okay. That is what I will use. Again, I'll use Might. But that is about it.
Man, guys.
Hey.
We are man guys.
Man, guys. That's why you guys are having bad luck with the rolls today.
Justin Charlicos wants to know who needs the XP the most right now. Who needs to 1d6 of health?
The health,
I can tell you, I'm pretty bad. not the worst, but
I'm a bit bad too. I have 7 speed of a possible 15, which isn't the worst, but
I've got 4, 9, and 6.
Okay, give it to Shaz then for sure.
Well, no, but who else needs health?
I need health, but I've still got a recovery roll. Now, do I have to use the recovery rolls in order? Do I have to use my one action before I use my 10 minutes? My 10 second before I use my 10
I think you... why would you?
I don't think so. I would think you can do it out of order.
I think you can too. I just don't... Yeah, okay, sure.
Well, because you can save your one action for like mid-battle.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, that's cool. Strategically. Okay, we're going back to the creatures. The one that was trying to get Brandy Jack is confused. He's going to actually take this round to figure out his shit and see where his opponents are.
What am I doing with my life?
The other two are actually going to attack towards Shaz. The one that was stabbed is going to try to grapple first, and the other one is going to try to take advantage of you being grappled. So do 2 defense rolls, one to try to defend against a grapple, the other one to defend against an attack.
What?
Is that me?
Yeah.
Say it again. Sorry.
So they're both turning towards you to make an attack. The first one is going to grapple you, so roll to defend against a grapple, and then the other one, once you grapple, is going to be an opportunist and try to attack you.
Okay. First and foremost, I'm going to recover 1d6 from our buddy Justin Charlicos over there.
Thank you, Justin.
Thank you very much. And to Mark for giving Brandy 1 XP.
Wow, thank you, Mark.
I've got 4. I put them all towards my intellect. I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna push these motherfuckers away from me.
Right now it's just a grappling check, though.
Oh, sorry. I roll 1d20 and get a 3.
So he's grappling you. So now you are prone. He's kind of doing like the whole full Nelson kind of behind you, and the other one's going to try to take advantage of that and try to bite at you again.
Fuck me in the butt. I immediately.
Great!
Yay! Finally take advantage of it.
I immediately use my push. I don't have to be facing them. They just have to be immediate. So
still not your round though. Still not your round. You got to just make a defense roll. No, it's still the other guy.
I'm defending right now still?
Yeah.
I'm rolling another one?
Yep.
16.
No problem. So you do manage to get your mind focus, and you push the mouth away as it's trying to...
Get out of here. Stop.
Great. So now it's back to you, Shaz. It is your turn again.
Okay, now I use my push. Hopefully, the intent here is to push with enough force, using 2 extra efforts, that it does some damage when they fucking hit the walls.
Okay.
Alright? Keeping that in mind, 2 levels of tier, 1 edge, 3 points, correct?
Yep.
And pa-pow! 20!
Oh!
Yeah!
Okay.
Finally.
So you...
That deserves it.
So you push the thing so hard, it flies off you, and it cracks into the obelisk, landing right beside it. The obelisk wavers and crushes it. Blood just sprays across the floor, and you take one. Unfortunately, you're still... And you break free from the other guy grappling you. And it looks like it's scared. So I'm going to give you another attack.
And I use my onslaught ability, no effort, just pure attack, physical through mental ability.
Okay.
18. Is that 18?
Yeah, so you do 2 extra points of damage. So what kind of damage do you do with that?
With that, it does... Oh, shit. I always forget this. I'll figure it out.
Okay. Next, I believe, was Brandy Jack? Oh, it was... Yeah, Brandy Jack.
4 points of damage.
Okay, so 6 points total. It felt it. It just, you know, it looks like it's impressed by you, but it's
it didn't kill
still
it?
doing strong. Yep.
That's physical damage, eh? Not mental damage.
Yep.
Okay. Sorry. Go ahead.
All right. Well, I'm in the other room, and now this room is the same layout as the other one, but the obelisk is different, correct?
Yes.
Seems like it's working.
Yeah, I'm gonna go touch the obelisk.
Okay. It's cool to the touch, but nothing happens.
Interesting. Why did it work for him? Is it still licking with the blue?
No, those are gone.
Oh. I saw it before. Is there anything different in its appearance? Is it's still floating, I'm assuming?
Yes, it is just, it looks like a stone structure floating.
Can I push it?
You could try.
If I push it, does it go and come back, or does it like does it seem like it's got give? Can I rock it over?
It looks like it's, yeah, you could maybe unhinge it from the magnetic field it's in and knock it over, similar to what Shaz has just done in the other room.
All right, I'm gonna give it a shove because at this point I have no other why not? A 7, why not? Keep it under 10. Let's do that, guys. Let's keep all my rolls under 10.
It fudges and then comes back to where it was.
Why wouldn't it? Like a clown. Does it punch me in the nose?
A weeble wobble.
Well, that's
Anything
all
else
I
you
have.
wanna-
So.
Yeah, let's go to pivot.
No, I'll probably just leave then, I guess, if there's nothing in the room.
Unfortunately, no.
Yeah, damn. It was a stretch.
I don't know. Give me a roll. Let's see if we. You know what? Give me a roll for an intellect check for a spot.
Okay. Oh my god.
Yep. Appears to be nothing else in the room.
What the fuck? That's ridiculous.
Reset it.
I have everything under 10. Ah.
Pip. That's.
You're saving up for your 20.
Look at my. Now I just tested it. Look at this.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
You used them up. You're back to all your tens now.
Yeah.
Let's see again. That's a 1 again.
Oh, you had some good ones.
There we go.
All right, so you know what? I'm just gonna hack and slash and try to get the one that Shaz knocked off, and he's like scared.
Yep.
One that got hit. Going for the kill, and I'm gonna miss under 10.
Again, you don't quite manage to. You're just not feeling it today. You're tired. Maybe still.
It's the great sword. You know
It's
what?
just,
I gotta
you know,
ditch this thing.
You got the
It's
yips.
Sword.
You got the yips.
I've lost my mojo, baby.
The not so great sword.
Theric.
All right.
It's because we couldn't get the G spot.
How do they appear? Do they all appear to be afraid?
Just, well. No, just the one who is close by appears to be afraid.
All right.
You know what? They're
Let's
not
get a
attacking with the same ferocity they had before.
Can I get a recap here? One's dead under the obelisk.
Yeah, the other one's taking some damage by you. The other one. So one was grappling you. You pushed the other one who was trying to take the sucker punch approach, and he got crushed by the obelisk. The other one you attacked, and it took some damage.
And
then
that
we
was
have
the same one with the knife?
No, that was the one with the knife is the one you killed.
Oh, okay.
All right.
And then, so there's one that's untouched.
You got it.
So there's 2 alive, one's untouched.
At this point, I will try to puff up and just intimidate it. and yell and just try to scare it away.
Does Shaz laugh like that?
Okay, let's hear your roll.
I mean,
All right. I don't know what do you want.
1d20 for it's I guess intellect, but I'll give you an advantage.
All right.
all right.
It looks at you and goes. It looks at you and goes. I'm gonna bite your throat out.
It speaks English?
All right, we're gonna go to the other creatures again.
Does it actually speak English?
It appears to.
For fuck's sake, I gotta talk to these things. That's my one skill.
You are not in the room to hear that.
No, but I would go back and fight it.
Okay. The one who has taken damage from Shaz is going to turn and attack Theric, who's now not here.
Attack me. I just took a swing at it.
He's
Pivot.
vacant.
Yeah, it'll attack Pivot. Wow, that really changed the
He's like this.
realism. Pivot, it's going to try to attack you.
All right. So speed roll. I'm gonna use effort and try to dodge out of the way.
Okay, so we're lowering it by 1 tier.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I'm down to 10 speed, and I'm a rolling. 18.
No problem.
Nice.
Yeah, perfect. So no problem. You manage to duck under its attack, you parry it, and you end up at its quarter. The other one is going to try to attack Theric. So let's have someone roll for Theric here.
I'll do it.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
Yeah, okay, yeah. 'Cause we don't know
Oh wait,
Oh.
Therick's back.
Okay,
He's
but
back.
okay, this does not count for Theric, but just let's see what I would have rolled.
You're rolling. Oh no!
Fuck you guys.
All right,
Sorry,
Theric.
Theric. They didn't want me to roll for you.
You're muted, Theric, and we're going to
Yep.
be having an attack against you.
All right. So again, I will use speed defense and just 1 level of effort this time.
Unfortunately, I'm going to use a GM intrusion and say that him speaking English back to you set you a little bit shocked and giving it the advantage.
Fair enough.
Okay, so you take the XP, give 1 to someone else.
Pivot.
Yeah. Let's go pivot.
Sweet.
Just
I
because.
did just take an attack for you, or he just took an attack for you. But
You
I'll.
are, he is, she, are we all together?
Woo!
Okay, so I'm just going to keep it at the normal difficulty because of the fact that you took 1 off and it's got the advantage.
Okay. So again, I'd be. Wait. What does that mean?
So you dropped it by 1 tier, but it
Well, it would
gained
be
a tier.
2. Okay, and I'd still drop it by 1 because of the speed defense.
Okay, so now it's lowered by 1. So go ahead.
Okay.
No problem.
least
You
it's
do
above
manage
10.
to. Yeah, you managed to defend. How would you manage to do that? It's viciously trying to bite your throat out after you did that.
I would defend with an elbow to the throat.
Nice. We'll see if that does damage on your next turn. Back to Shaz, whose turn it is next.
I use the onslaught ability again and attack him with my mental prowess.
That was so cliche. Okay, go ahead. Let's do it.
Here we go. Attack you! Oh, fucker.
All right, you're gonna use a point, or am I gonna get a?
the fuck?
It, like, deflected off my own
The
forehead.
gods of dice rolling are just screwing us tonight.
Are you gonna
You
use
did
a
roll 20 last time.
point, or are you gonna take it?
Me?
Yep.
For what?
To re-roll, or are you gonna take it as a?
Oh, no, you know what? That's a good idea. I will re-roll it. That's
So you're spending a point.
I am.
For fuck's sake.
Nine.
That's how you say it with an accent. For
Unfortunately,
fuck's
it
sake.
still manages to land an attack on you, biting it at your wrist as you're trying to get away from it. So you're taking 5 points of damage. Subtract your armor
5?
class. 5 points. Yeah. Was that right? Wasn't it Shaz's turn? All right,
Yeah.
Shaz, it's your
Doesn't
turn.
matter. You're the GM.
I just went.
Yeah. Okay, that was yours. Okay. How did that happen, though? How did you take damage on your turn?
I don't know.
I attacked.
Okay, and it ended up attacking you.
He rolled a 1. No, he rolled a 1. That's
I rolled a 1.
But he spent the points to make sure it didn't happen. So take that back.
Okay.
Undo.
Nice.
Back to Brandy Jack.
Yay! So, realizing I can't push the obelisk over and realizing there's nothing in the room worthwhile because I walked around the entire room, which I did do,
Yep.
and I still didn't see anything, right?
Well, you did an intellect check and you didn't see anything, yes.
Okay, so that means it must have been hidden.
You wouldn't know
So
that.
tell me that if I look in, there's a sword lying on the floor, because I walked the fucking room.
No,
All right.
it's not that obvious if it is
Then that's
something
fine.
in there, which I don't know if there is.
No, I'm fine with that. I just want to make sure that it's not like, well, then there's a woman lying in the middle of the floor.
Brandy Jack, over
Well, you didn't
here.
roll a natural 20.
You just didn't look for it.
exactly. Had you looked up, you would have seen an escape. Okay,
Nope.
I'm going to go back in. I'm going to reload my boys, and I'm running across the hall. Oh, and I'll sneak when I come in the door, and I'll fire at the first one that I see. This is like 8 moves right there.
Yep, we'll call it. We'll say it works.
Perfect. So I will fire at one of these bastards, and I will say, eat lead. No, I won't, because I'm sneaking. And I don't even
Say it
fire.
under your breath to yourself.
I think it to Borgel. Hey, no, that's what I would do. I would first ask Borgel, and I say, while I'm in the other room, I'd be like, yo, man, is everything going good over there? Because obviously he would be able to pick up the signals.
He says, I feel one of them has disappeared, as one of them has left this plane of existence. The other one is still, the other two are still fighting strong. I believe they're struggling over there, your companions.
Are the things there like actively thinking? Are they deciding? Are they animalistic creatures? Do they seem
They
like
seem to be intelligent.
intelligent enough to speak?
Yes.
And Brandy Jack has his excuse. So I walk across the hall and I address them. Hello,
Okay.
fighting, please, creatures. And that's as much as I have.
Impressive.
Thank you. No, okay. I say.
They just saw one of their friends get squished by an obelisk.
Yeah, we
Just gonna
didn't
put that
do
out there.
it. It was the obelisk's fault. Okay. What would I say if I found that these were intelligent creatures? I would say this madness needs to stop. No, I would say we mean you no harm. I just clear my throat to get their attention and say there is a possibility that we can talk our way out of this without killing more blood, without shedding more bloodshed. Shedding more bloodshed. There is a possibility of an amicable solution for both parties, is what I say. And I'm going to roll 19!
Alright.
See, I think if anything, what we have learned is that Brandy Jack fucking sucks when he fights, and he rocks when he talks, and that's as good as it's going to get. And that is lowered by a tier because of my natural charisma.
They take the time to listen to you.
That's all I need.
They're seething and they're ready to strike again. So you have a short period of time to convince them.
Don't I get something with a 19, like a plus to something, or?
Yeah, you sure got a plus because they should not have ended their fighting for that sad speech.
Okay.
I'm
Is
giving you
one-
the opportunity.
I look at the two of them. Is one of them a leader of some sort, or they look equals?
One looks a little stronger than the other. They are afraid. You can work with that because the fact that they're not doing so well.
Perfect. And I will address him, and I will set my jackknife down, and I will look at him, and I will say, "We have both lost men today. Us before we even entered this room. Hey, I'm bluffing here. Us before we even left this room, and you when that thing fell over on that guy. Look, here's the thing. We are, as you are yourselves, merely defending ourselves. We are only doing it as a reactive. This isn't an aggressive action. We only mean to leave this place, and that is it. And if you mean to do the same or protect your territory, we are in no way trying to take anything from you. If we have wronged you in any way, then we apologize. There is nothing we want from this that would benefit us other than just leaving, and I'm guessing that you guys are roughly the same. Is there any sort of middle ground, a golden mean that we can find? And I know you guys are intelligent creatures. Let us act like intelligent creatures.
Yeah, it's snarling, a little bit of froth in the mouth. It says, "Cipher carriers are all the same."
I will drop my ciphers for you. Do you not need them? I don't use them.
Destroy them.
Happily. Can we not? If that would make you happy, is this what you want?
Yes.
We slighted you and we wronged you in some way. Did we encroach on your territory? Did we touch an obelisk?
You guys are just like the rest. You're treasure hunters who are here for one thing, and that's ciphers. They're disgusting.
No, we're here to leave. I will tell you what we are trying to find. We are trying to find, and I show him the blue stone. And I say we're trying to find this, not for monetary gain, not for power in any sense of the word, but merely to leave this place. When we collect 3 of these, we can put them into a lift and leave, and that's it. We mean no other. We mean no harm in that respect.
So you're not here to get ciphers like the rest.
No, we have no interest in collecting ciphers, and the ciphers we do have on us were purely circumstantial that were picked up along the way.
And
They're nothing that we cherish.
He gestures towards the arms of Theric and Pivot, and he says, "Explain that then. You guys
Those
are
are
made of ciphers. You deserve to be destroyed."
That is not a cipher. And if you look at me myself, and I spin around very slowly, so I am 100% organic, like yourself. I understand where you're coming from and respect your way of life. I don't wish to fill myself with mechanical pieces of that nature, but my friends needed to continue on their lives and needed to replace the parts that were savagely torn from them by other mechanical beings. Monsters down the hall, you might have seen them, the automatons, or whatever the fucking... What are they called? Automatons. The automatons down the hall, you might have seen them. These creatures like this, of disgusting metal, metallurgy created them over centuries of time. These were the ones that hurt us, and we only turned to these ciphers as a means of escaping this place and surviving. Organic is the way to go.
A demonstration of good faith and destroy 2 of your ciphers, and then I can consider not killing you.
Perfect. I take out the cloud seed, and I put it down in front, and I stomp on it. I say it's a piece of shit, and I say, and I turn to Pivot, and I say, this man is part machine. He will destroy a cipher before you as well. These will be the 2 that we will sacrifice.
All right, and I take the crystalline virus.
Yep.
And I crush it in my hand, in my metal hand.
Okay.
And I continue, and I say, as I said, ciphers of no use to us. We are not treasure hunters. I will tell you what we are. We are here to leave this place and save this world that you and I both inhabit.
We have been here for many worlds. I'm not afraid of death. And he says, I believe you that you are not here for the ciphers. Your business is your own, but we will be watching.
By all means.
And they crawl up the. They start to crawl up the walls to leave.
And I say, as I said, we need a 3rd stone to leave this place. Do you have any idea where that might be? We can leave this without ever needing to see you again. You can watch us however long you want.
He says, I have destroyed many devices in this place and found crystals in them. And I can smell a device similar to that just through these walls here. We don't know how to get into there yet, but we feel that there is something in there.
If you can help us find that 3rd stone, we are out of here faster than you'd even imagine. That is our only way to get out of here. And
So he goes over to the wall that he was gesturing to. He says, "Through this there is a stone. I don't know how to get through the wall, or else we would have destroyed the device that surrounds it already."
I believe you.
Do we have any ciphers?
And I say, the answer through the wall might be in a cipher in itself. Have you looked past the automatons at the far end of the hall?
We have yet to get that far to destroy them. This is a new site for our destruction.
Look, we want to work with you, and you want us to leave, and I do not blame you. How can we get through this wall?
It is beyond us. Perhaps you should inspect it, and since you guys know ciphers so well, perhaps you can figure it out on your own.
Fair enough, and thank you. What's your name?
I'm not going to give you my name. And he crawls away. You can tell he hates you guys.
That's fine.
Yeah,
I'm not
he's
particularly fond of him.
You killed, he doesn't believe you that it was an accident, but he's looking out for his best interest. That not sure if he's going to win this fight, but he doesn't hate enough that he's going to sacrifice himself to kill you guys.
No, I get you, and you played that well. That was fair. All right, so the three of us are standing there, kind of frozen.
Four?
Right.
Four of us?
Four of us. Sorry, I meant the three of you frozen and me standing there. Whatever. All right, should we go check out the wall to see if we can get that last thing?
Don't see why not.
Just to clarify, you have one stone. 2 stones. You have 2. Yeah, so if you get one more, you're good.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
All right, so we all go over to the wall and investigate it.
Okay. You find some more of the writing that you've read earlier, the runes, glyphs.
Brandy.
Put your hand against the wall. Maybe it'll open up.
No!
I
And I
have
turn
this.
to Pivot. I say, Pivot, sorry for making you destroy your cipher. I had the invisible thing on me, and I figured that would be pretty useful.
That's alright. I couldn't think of how I wanted to use it anyway.
Perfect. And now we got lots of space for whatever's behind this wall.
That's right. So I poke it with the tip of my sword and see if it opens like the last one.
Nope.
No?
So what does it say? Can we read the glyphs?
You can try.
I will try to read the glyphs.
Intellectualize those glyphs.
Intellect. I will lower my intellect by 2 points, or by 1 tier.
And I've got this growing, glowing plant oddity. I'm wondering if I can.
That's your big one.
I'm wondering if I can somehow make it grow into cracks in the wall to split it like ice.
Ah. I'll see if this works. That's not a bad idea though. Oh my fuck! That doesn't even make sense. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. I don't fucking get it. That's stupid. That's fucking stupid. Holy shit. Whoever made Dice Stream, fuck you.
I want to try and understand the hieroglyphs, though.
Now, would the worm help here, or is it strictly spoken languages? Can you use it for reading as well?
Well, you know what? You can. The writing is the same letters, so you could read phonetically read it, and you could hear it and then understand it.
All right. Well, what do you say? I got to try it out.
And I will listen to what the worm says.
Okay, so you read it out loud.
In your ear?
No, you're putting it in yours. It's your cipher.
Oh, okay.
I've got enough bugs in my head.
Exactly.
I pull it out of my pocket.
You do hear it go, ooh.
And I put it on
cozy.
my cheek, and I say, go, climb.
Okay, so this really tickly yet prickly thing that's in there. Sharp pain. And then nothing. It's in there.
Alright, so I start reading the glyphs.
Thank you.
If you open the door.
It basically ends up saying, Speak
Knock
my name
3 times.
as I can speak all languages.
Speak my name as I can speak all languages.
Did we ever read what was on the other glyph?
No.
Okay, so we jog back and we do the same thing to that one.
You realize it's a warning. It tells you to be fast if you wish to have what is within.
And did we see that? Didn't we find a third glyph that last game?
Yeah, and it said Deus Ex Machina, we prepare for thee.
Right. All right. So we run back to that wall then. It says, "Speak my name and something. For I speak all languages."
Yep.
God.
Nothing.
Jesus. Deus Ex Machina.
No, what's her name? Say my name, Sebastian. Never-ending story.
Yeah.
Let's call her.
Ryu or something like that.
Betray you.
No, that's the actual queen, the princess.
Can I just say? Can I say the words "my name"? Does that work?
Well, what do? You just say the name?
Well, it's
My
like
name?
say my name.
Yeah. So what do you say? Nope.
What's the riddle?
Brandy Jack.
Oh, Brandy Jack.
Nope.
Pivot.
This is a riddle, guys?
Yeah. Speak my name, for I know all languages.
Speak my name.
My name, for I know all languages.
You feel that the word speak is it's an old form of the truth, the language that you're reading, and you feel that something about that could be interpreted differently. So go ahead, and if I will give you an advantage if you.
Speak my name could be interpreted differently. Can I draw it on the sand on the floor or something?
You can try that, but you basically speak is probably synonymous with something else or similar to something else that could be translated.
Speak, talk, write.
Think. Maybe it's like
think.
maybe it's not speaking with your lips, but speaking with your mind.
Well, I feel like we've all been thinking about it.
Less
And we don't know.
synonymous, more related to speak, I guess.
Smell my name.
Talk.
Touch my name.
Seems that way. I keep myself.
I touch the
Smell
words
my name. Smell my name.
No, nothing happened.
Mm.
I'm just picturing you guys doing all this stuff in front of us. Smell my name. Smell my name.
Think my name. What
No
are
one
the
is
senses? Touch,
around.
feel, smell, hear my name.
No.
Interpretive dance my name, says Ethan. Right, kill. What do we have? What did we collect down here? Stones? Nothing else. Speak my name.
I put my hand on the wall and right with my fingers I trace the glyphs.
Nothing.
Speak my name for...
Yeah, what is it again? For I know all languages?
Yeah.
Speak my name, for I know all languages. All languages. So
Does that mean that we can speak whatever it is and
in every language?
in any language and it'll understand it? Or does that mean that what we have to speak is something that...
We don't know, Pivot. That's the riddle, man. I don't know.
Justin, you're on the right track for the first one.
Okay.
First half of that.
Stop giving us hints. We can.
That's the last one I'm going to do because there's other options in this.
Perfect.
This
What did we
line to
say?
find.
What was the first half of that you said you did right, Pivot? Pivot, what are you thinking? What's that? What do you think?
I don't remember. I just was talking.
Shit.
Good thing you recorded this.
Good came out.
Speak my name, for I know many languages.
So it understands all languages. So whatever we say, whatever languages, we could say it in French. Or
Do we know any other languages? Is there a different language besides common tongue?
Doesn't matter.
The common tongue is called the truth here.
The truth.
Not that that really should have influenced anything.
Mm.
My name.
Speak my name, and you said synonymous with speak, or a different word for speak, or related to speak. So speak, talk, write.
All you know is that the word speak in that riddle could be changed. You might be interpreting it poorly.
Hmm.
Shall we sing it?
Sing my name. My name. Did it do anything?
Is that what you do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You notice that your words are reverberating off the walls.
Fuck yeah! I sing the whole thing. Speak my name,
Nothing.
for I know many
Again, just you notice how acoustically sound the place is. Very
So
live
I shout
walls.
it. I shout it. I say my name.
Again, you hear your voice come back to you several times over.
Echo.
As soon as you say that, it reverberates off the wall, and the wall crumbles away.
Echo. Fucker.
What?
Nice.
So we walk through.
Walking through, you see
And I give a badass look behind, like, yeah, that's right. I random chanced it and guessed it.
Yeah.
He got it.
Well
He
done.
guessed it good.
So
Or
I'm
he
saying
got
that's...
tired of it and gave it to us.
So I get XP, right? XP.
No, you don't get XP, because that's not how this game works. That's not how it works.
It's true.
I don't get how this game works.
Okay. Walk through.
Say my name, say my name. No one can surround you. Say, baby, I love you. You make money.
All right, and you see before you a circulating around a shard floating in the middle is scrap pieces of metal.
Huh.
It's moving slow, but they do look jagged, so you'd have to move a little dexterously, but you could do it, no problem to grab it.
Oh, man. I wish I had that metallic cream right now. Wouldn't that have been cool? So I can put it on a rock and chuck the rock in.
Yep.
All right. Is there anything we can do to slow these bad boys down? Are they spinning pretty fast?
Yeah, they're pretty fast, but you think that if you timed it right, you would manage to be able to get your hand in and out of there. It's risky, but you could do it.
All right. So I pull up my sleeve and I turn to Theric and say, Theric, you do it. And I step away.
All right. I shall try, Brandy Jack.
Thank you. But wait, before you do, let me shake your hand. And I shake your hand for one last time. Your little T-Rex arm.
I would like to again mention that my arms are still normal length. We just
But they're so much funnier when you think of them like this.
I was listening to, I don't know if this is a good, anyways, I was listening to an interview, and it was at the beginning of the interview, he was talking about all the interviews he was about to do, and he was like, I'm going to talk to a comedian, and I'm going to also talk to a man who won the smallest penis in Chicago award. So the comedian comes on, and he's like, first of all, I'm not that guy. I'm the comedian. I just want to make that clear. Just clarify, I'm not that guy. Anyways, go ahead. So, Theric, you're going to give it a try.
Absolutely. So again, let's use some speed.
Absolutely.
And lower it a couple tiers here. Oh, I'm getting tired though.
You guys are worn out, eh?
Yeah.
Getting there. Maybe we should have a 10-minute rest first.
You might be forced to have one.
Yes.
Forever. Dun, dun, dun.
Picks his finger and he passes out.
All right. Anything else that would
Metal
help with this? What exactly am I doing here again?
Oh, he's got metal arms. Yeah, that's interesting.
I'm going
All
to
right.
give him... can I give him good advice? I think I can do it multiple times because it's a cost to it. And I'm going to give him good advice. And I'm going to give him good advice for the cost of 1 intellect, and I'm going to tell him, be quick. What could I give him? What skill could I give him that would help him? Probably,
You can help him time it, kind of thing.
yeah, or like pickpocketing or something. Because like
Watch
it's
your
like,
Sleight of hand.
yeah, sleight of hand, something like that. Because if he's grabbing something,
All right. Anyway, here we go.
well, I'm lowering a tier for you. Put it that way.
Yes. So it'll be lowered 3 tiers.
Sweet.
Oh God.
Oh
Whoa.
my god. Oh my god.
Okay, so you're gonna take 3 points of damage as it's grinding against your
metallic
metal arms.
arm.
Yeah. Well, we'll take it off the might then, because that would make sense.
You get to use your armor against it though.
Yeah, I've only got 1 point,
So it's only
but
2
it's
points.
Still
of
1
damage.
point. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Fortunately though, you do grasp the shard and you're able to pull it out.
Does that mean we have all three?
You have 3.
Perfect.
All right.
I will take the third one because I have all 3 in one place, which is the worst idea to do. And we walk back out, and I address the creature who would refuse to give me his name.
He's gone. They've gone.
Oh, I figure I yell it.
Yeah, he might be able to hear you because he said he's going to be watching.
Well, that's right. But anyway, fine. I just tell him, we got it, we're leaving. And we we go to meet up with Kent Rockford.
Okay, so you don't explore anywhere else in the mine.
Do you guys want to?
You guys are on a timeline.
That's what I'm saying. No. 2 days, 2 days. Let's GTFO.
You can always come back if the world's still here.
Yeah.
So you run, and eventually you get to where Ken Rockford was. He's propped up against the wall.
Dead.
And you see him bashing a lizard who's trying to bite at him. And it dies, hits the wall, is dead.
Because it's a gecko.
Took you guys long enough.
Shit, Ken, you don't even know what the fuck we went through. You shut up.
Well, sorry. It's like, to tell you the truth, I was nervous. I was here by myself.
Yeah. Oh, you were here by yourself. We had to talk ourselves out of a fucking organic monster. Just you know what? I hand him the 3 shards. I said, get us out of here.
Brandon Jack talked our way out from Julie.
What?
That's the monster's name, is Julie.
Oh.
You got to know him.
Yeah.
Okay,
Right,
so
you do it like this.
he works very quickly. He puts the shards in where they need to go. He fixes a couple things, and he says, it's ready. We can make it our way to the surface.
Good. I reload my gun and all that shit, too, while we're doing all this.
All right. Coming to the surface, you guys are going in this hover lift, and it is shaking a little bit as you go up, but it seems to move fairly quickly. Above you, you see a light, and you're getting further and further up. You feel your ears pop, and the first scent of fresh air.
Oh,
You come to the surface, and you're able to climb out. You see a couple rings, and you could climb out of the ring, the cylinder that you guys are in, the silo type thing.
Thank God. I never thought I'd be so freaking happy to see sun.
Ring after ring you climb, and the scent of smoke fills your nostrils.
That's not so fresh.
And you hop over the edge, and you see a crowd of people, some with torches, and a building who's smoldering to your right. And to your left, among the crowd of people, there's a man standing with Moro Etzley, tied up, and he's got a mask and a hood. And that's where we're going to end it.
Fuck off.
God damn it!
Cliffhangers,
World,
man.
guys, is in the world. Oh, yes.
Well played, Chris. Well played.
Excellently played, Chris. That was a fantastic game. I'm so happy we're out of that fucking mine.
When I say, oh God, no, that means that you're doing a really good job because
yes,
I feel like we're in another situation.
Yeah.
Situation.
We're in the shit. We're in Nam, man.
Out of the frying pan and into the fryer.
Yes, into the fryer.
Fire.
Yeah. No, it's fryer now. That's the Invictus saying. Out of the frying pan into the fryer.
Oh.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much, everybody, for watching along. A big thank you to Chris again.
No problem, guys. Thank you. Well played.
Thank you.
That was Game 7 of our Numenera campaign, and it was a lot of fun. We are going to be back, hopefully next week, with Numenera Part 8. We are closing in on the end of this campaign. We're going to 10 episodes. That means we have 3 more to find out what happens to Shaz, to Pivot, to Theric, and to Brandijak.
To the world as we know it, really.
And to the world as we know it, the 9th world.
Maybe we're going
Who
to
knows?
the 10th world.
I was just about to say, maybe we'll go to the 10th. So thank you guys so much for watching. It is always fun. If you're new to the show or you're just watching, go over to Facebook, check us out, join the group, and comment along and have fun that way. If you watch this video, please like it. Give us the little thumbs up. Justin wants those thumbs up so bad. He's giving it right now because he likes the way they look. Little Michael's got his little thumbs there. Alex has really weird thumbs. He can go all the way back. Yeah. I don't know.
Thumbs up, man.
So please give us a thumbs up and share the video and comment on it. Thank you guys so much for watching. We're going to be back here next week. Have a great night, everybody.
See you around the table.
And Chris?
I got it.
Go
See
for
you
it.
around the table.
See you around the table.